Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the Umineko episode 4 playthrough, and yeah, today we've got really cool stuff lined up, let's be honest here. So, you know, after yesterday we've actually seen what's happening in the dungeon, the dungeon that was impossibly, you know, the place that, you know, actually had imprisoned all of the 5 sacrifices, and yeah, it's going to be really quite interesting to see what's going to happen here. I don't know what we're going to get today. Obviously we're going to get you know, the stuff of Angie and you know, Nanjo's son as well. That's going to be really interesting to see, and I feel like he's going to be really, really difficult to talk to because obviously, you know, he has a hatred for the press. We saw that in, you know, the character card. He has a hatred of talking about anything that he thinks may have happened on Rokkenjima because firstly, you know, nobody knows, and secondly, it's as if, you know, people were just acting as if he does know. I mean, he doesn't whatsoever, but yeah, obviously it's a really sensitive event as well because of Nanjo. So, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very difficult read. And it's not going to be easy. I don't know if him and Angie are actually going to get along in the end, but I kind of get the impression they won't. I don't know. That's what I feel. So, yeah, let's get into this. Right, the clinic that Nanjo had opened and later passed on to his son still existed on Nijima. Nijima? Damn, that's really close. That actually really surprises me. This aged doctor was Nanjo's son, but the atmosphere about him was very different. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Nanjo's always been kind of a... He's been a really quite neutral character. He hasn't really been, you know, evil. He's just... I mean, we've not really seen any really, really good things about him, like really kind things. He's always just been, you know, a professional workman, well, professional guy dedicated to his job, really. This is him. Oh. I'm truly sorry to tell this to you after you have come all this way, but I have nothing in particular to tell you. Yep, that highlights... Yeah, Nanjo-san said that very indifferently. That highlights the difficulty. Jesus Christ. Yeah, after the accident on that island was taken up by the broadcasts in a most indiscreet manner, even my father, who was Mr. Ushinomiya, that's such a weird way of referring to Kinzo because, you know, I mean, it's commonplace, but we've never really seen it before, who was Mr. Ushinomiya's doctor and friend, was focused upon by many with a wholly regrettable and, yeah, that's horrible, and you know, the media, they will do anything for more attention and just to gain the public approval more. So, you know, like with, I think, Eva and, you know, Hideyoshi and George, you know, just brilliant men, but totally being undermined by the media so that people get, you know, more clout, really, the people that are writing them, and they get more profit. It's horrible. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's horrible. All of it was without proof, and they even managed to defile all of my father's previous... Jesus Christ, achievements. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, what, your father has just died, and now, you know, you're going to have it so that the media is basically just defiling all his achievements. That is horrible. I mean, yeah, I don't blame him whatsoever. I still feel a great deal of resentment because of that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's understandable. Me too. Yeah, the same thing happened to me. God, I know. It's absurd. I had to put up with it constantly since I was 6. God. True. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, that is understandable. I mean, you know, these are 2 people who have just really, really experienced the same thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The doctor finally remembered that Angie was also a victim who had been exposed to the same curious eyes as he had been. Yeah, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do as well, my God. Yeah, in that case, you can probably understand why I don't want to have anything to do with that incident. Yeah, because it just creates misfortune, really. Yeah, that was an unfortunate accident. Fair, yeah. Yeah, the only ones who want to make a fuss about it being a crime are those irresponsible TV shows and magazines. Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, who wouldn't be? Yeah, I'm more than fed up with their attitude. Nanjo have been bathed with attention for being one of... Oh, shit. Yeah, so that's particularly bad. Yeah. Nanjo have been begged for attention for being one of Ushinomiya Kinzo's few friends. God. Yeah, because of that, there was probably an aggressive and persistent rush among the witch hunters, and the press to use Nanjo's son as well. Yeah, surviving relative as a source of information. I see that, yeah. The doctor went on and on, criticizing the press indignantly. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh God, yeah. I wonder what's happened to her. I really gotta say, is it just the people she finds close just being completely undermined on TV and slandered? Oh God, yeah, for a person like me who was observed, even if in her, but yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah. God, and yeah, whose privacy likeness and even human rights might have been violated. Yeah, I see that. I mean, Eva especially. God, and well, I suppose. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really easy to pick up on the anger of someone in your position. God, no, I know. That must be so shit to live with. Yeah, that must just be so awful. I mean, could you imagine if somebody who has been reading anything the press has published, you know, just sees a person who, oh my God, I can't imagine, like, do people ask you in, for example, the streets about what's actually happened and, you know, stuff like that? I wonder. I mean, my God, if I was asked with something, about something that serious in the street, I think I would probably just, well, I would definitely run. God. I mean, the thing is though, if it's in your personal life and people consistently ask you about something that is such a sensitive memory for you that you really want to forget, I mean, it must be, you know, it must just be so horrible. Like there's constant exposure to something that you never want to remember, really. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, for that very reason, I want to know, more than anything else, what in the world happened in the incident that so thoroughly... Oh my God, I know, yeah. God, that's brutally put, but it's so true, though. Yeah, there was nothing but brutality because of something like this. So I came here. Yeah. I'm a related party just like you. Is she actually going to say who she's related to? Not a magazine columnist or an interviewer. Yeah, please don't get the wrong idea. No, it's just so that she can satisfy herself, really, by thinking, like, you know, at least I have actually tried to find out the truth about what has happened. And obviously, even if she doesn't succeed, she'll be happy. But if she does, oh my God, even better. I didn't come to do this for fun. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, quit looking down at me. Gosh, she's insanely honest. Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree at all. Yeah. God, that is such a brutal way of putting it. But at the same time, I do kind of see what she means. Because obviously, you know, she's lost more people. She's literally grown up with it as well. And, you know, her entire education and, you know, life in general is just so much more dangerous now because... You know, the other Sumadera family. You know, because of that, whenever she's not at school, she just has to... It's as if she's a fugitive, as if she's, you know, committed a really, really bad crime. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. God, I wonder what he's thinking. I don't know, he kind of sounds angry from that, I don't know. Angie spoke. She did, yeah, spoke sharply. The doctor, who hadn't imagined that he would be talked back to in such a forceful manner, couldn't help but fall silent. Yeah, that's understandable, yeah. From Angie's perspective, the doctor really was whining over nothing. God, yeah. That is interesting. I mean, you know, even things that are so awful that he has actually experienced, you know, are just nothing to her because it's just infinitely worse for her. Yeah, she really didn't want to be looked down upon. It was about, yeah, it was about time to let him understand how many days had passed for her before arriving on this island. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, the doctor realised that he'd said something wrong and remained silent for a while, looking uncomfortable.
当時のことを思い出すのは苦痛でしょうが、ご存知のことがあったら何でも教えてください。
I know it's probably painful to remember what happened at the time, but if there's anything you want to know, please tell me no matter what it is.
もちろん口外はしません。
Yeah, of course I'll keep quiet about it.
私は私の人生に決着をつけるために、今日ここへ訪れています。
I visited here today to bring some resolution to my life.
私は18です。
God, yeah, I'm 18.
あの事件は私の人生の12年を奪った。
God, yeah. I mean, that's basically 2/3 of her entire life. I see what she means, though. It's just interesting that, you know, she feels as if it's literally taken away. I mean, you know, it's made life so shit and so, you know, the opposite of something that's worth living that, you know, it's just as if she hasn't even lived at all, just because of how horribly she's been treated. I mean, it really is just absurd. God, it's so awful. She doesn't deserve this at all. She really doesn't. But, yeah, she is just very, very unlucky. And the world treats her so brutally as a result of that. Yeah, so she deserves to hear it. I mean, it's... Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, and it will probably keep on taking. God. Yeah, since that day when I was 6 years old, I mean, my God, I just genuinely can't imagine, like, you know, being 6 years old and then having somebody but just basically say, oh, hey, your family's dead. I mean, Jesus Christ. The fact that she's actually alive right now is so impressive, like, genuinely. I mean, it's just constant misery. That's the worst thing. It really, really is. It's that day when I was 6 years old. I've remained shut away in darkness. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, properly paying the sympathy card. I mean, she has a sympathy card to play, definitely. But at the same time, she really, really is using it to her advantage here. Are you saying that despite that, I still don't have a right to know? Yeah, no, how rude of me. Oh, yeah, that's understandable, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame them. It seems that since all the others who came here were ill-natured folk, I instinctively put up my guard. I apologise for my rudeness. I understand. Oh yeah, good one. Yeah, if you'll swear not to breathe a word of this to anyone, I'll tell you everything. That is interesting. I do wonder what he knows. God. I can't imagine having Eva as a parent. I mean, obviously with George it's fine because obviously she has a deep connection to George. But like, you know, if you have no love whatsoever, and I mean, you know, this is the worst thing about the incident. She not only lost like everything, but you know, her love as well was also lost. And I really do wonder how the story would have actually played out, and her story in general, if, you know, Okonogi had actually, I don't know, somehow made it so that Eva wasn't the person who was actually raising Anji. Oh, I mean, obviously her life would have still been horrible, don't get me wrong, but maybe it would have been better. It's really hard to tell. Thanks, daughter. Yeah, then if you would. Please tell me anything you can. Right, this is going to be interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you know, my father was not only Mr. Ushinomiya's head physician, but his friend through the game of chess. God. That is a proper bond, and isn't it just genuinely absurd to think that, you know, a bond that has been happening for years, maybe over 30 years, you know, has just been so brutally taken away by, you know, not even an ounce of hesitation. Because of Beatrice. I mean, obviously it doesn't really apply in episode 3, but in episode 4 especially, you know, he's just killed Nanjo without any problems, and he's finding it happy, finding it a happy sight that he's actually doing something like this. even though he's known this person for 30 years. It's absurd. I mean, yeah, so my father was not only Mr. Ushinomiya's head physician, but his friend through the game of chess. That relationship was very long, stretching back to the time Mr. Ushinomiya moved to Dokkenjima. Yeah. Just how close were they? They were very close, my god. Yeah, nobody can get to Kinzo unless they are very close. Not even his own kids. Like, this friend was literally closer to Kinzo than his own kids were. I mean, how much more weird does it get? Oh, yeah. It seems that their connection through chess led my father to stay at Mr. Ushinomiya's mansion quite often. Oh, yeah. Although I may not be one to talk, Mr. Ushinomiya was extremely moody. Bloody arsehole. Yeah, my father was an exceedingly magnanimous man who excelled at interacting with humans like him. Yeah, it's not hard to imagine that he was a rare friend for the isolated Mr. Ushinomiya. Yeah, I do find it really interesting that, I just want to, magnanimous, is that like... yeah, generous or forgiving. Especially towards rivals or less powerful people. Yeah, that makes sense. He does seem like a good person, Nanjo. The day was the day of the family conference. Yeah, yeah. At the Ushinomiya family conference, the inheritance and how it would be distributed were rigorously discussed. Oh yeah, definitely, and the epitaph as well, we can't forget about that. No, I don't disagree. Make it almost like a financial conference. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, even he was allowed to, for example, attend the conference where, you know, for example, let's think about the conference where everyone was trying to belittle Kraus and make it so that he ran into a corner where, you know, his ability of actually being able to take care for Kinzo was completely just undermined, really. But obviously that didn't work in the end. I mean, yeah, it's bad that it didn't work though, because obviously, now isn't it ironic to think that if Kraus hadn't actually had that argument and, you know, they hadn't had that challenge, then they could have potentially had their lives prolonged because Kinzo wouldn't have been there. That's hilarious to think. Yeah, definitely, yeah. He really did have a trust. Father was a simple doctor. So I cannot imagine that he was in a position to advise on the distribution of wealth for a massively rich family like the Ushinomiya family. Yeah. Oh yeah, only 3 months left to live. I mean, to be fair, he did say that like a year ago, but still. It was most likely called there to assist with Mr. Ushinomiya's health, because it was not at its best at the time. Yeah, as Kinzo's close friend, I'm sure my father would have kept his mouth shut, and that he was trusted not to leak the secrets of the family conference. Wasn't Ushinomiya Kinzo in very bad health at the time? Oh, that's interesting. Were there any medical charts left behind? That's interesting. Perhaps he brought the medical charts with him on the day of the accident. That is interesting. I'm afraid to say that the entire folder of Mr. Ushinomiya's medical charts have been lost. Yeah, it's my father's patient, so I do not know the details. I find it really quite funny that, you know, he obviously really looked up to his father, and, you know, obviously it's really sad about him being, you know, him having lost him, because, I mean, look at this, for example, they have the same profession. Both doctors. Yeah, he wouldn't leak them whatsoever. No way. I really do wonder why the medical charts are actually lost, though. I mean... Around the time of the incident, did anything strange happen? Oh, yes, there was one thing. Oh shit. God, I wonder what it is. However, it seems exceedingly likely to invite misunderstandings, so I very much do not wish to discuss it. I hope it's related to Kinzo's medical folders not actually being there. I find it odd that they aren't there because maybe because of the fact that he's actually exceeded his life expectancy by a year. It could show... No, I'm just trying to link this in my head to it being, you know, complete... Well, no, actually. I do wonder if you could actually link the removal of Kinzo's medical records to maybe somebody who's involved on the magic side trying to remove motives that people can actually explain that are human. I wonder. I don't know, it doesn't really sound realistic though. What is it? If anything, I think, you know, the really, really surreal fact that, you know, Nanjo had estimated a year ago that there was 3 months left to live, and yet he's still alive a year later, could potentially be some sort of, you know, really severe thing. But the fact that his medical records were lost, that kind of removes the possibility to be shocked by that, if you get what I mean. And, yeah. My theory kind of contradicts what I'm thinking. I don't know. Well, this is going to be interesting. So it's likely to invite misunderstandings. For a while, the doctor beat around the bush. Fair, yeah. But after saying that much, he wouldn't be able to fool... Yep. Angie by dodging the subject. Yep. He eventually gave in, and after making Angie swear herself to secrecy again, told her, ooh, this is going to be interesting. Ooh. The truth is, several days after that accident, I received something by mail at my... What? By mail? What? No fucking way. Is this like the actual envelope that's being shown, or is this just, I don't know, stock image of an envelope that kind of represents what he was shown? If it was a Ushinomiya family envelope, oh my god, that is big. It was very curious. What? That's weird. The sender was made out to be me, but I had no memory of it. That's odd. Someone had faked my name and sent it. The destination was Rebun Island in Hokkaido. Excluding the northern territories, it's at the northernmost tip of Japan. That's a weird thought. The recipient was apparently a resident on Rebun Island, but the name was my father's. Huh? However, it seemed there was a problem with the destination address, so it was stamped as address unknown. Yeah, that is weird. I'm returned to the sender. That is really weird. So, that is fucking odd. So, firstly, who apart from Eva could potentially be doing something like this? And secondly, why would Eva do it? She's literally grief-stricken to her... No, I'm sorry, but why would Eva be able to, you know, set up a scandal as clever as this? And why would she want to after her, you know, husband and son have literally died and she's really, really bereaved? It doesn't make much sense. At the same time, it doesn't necessarily prove that she can't do it, but still, I just think it's absurd to think. That is interesting. So somebody's faked his name, sent an address over to Rebun, and then has made it so that, well, somehow the address was unknown and there was an error, so that it went back to him. But what was this framing him for? I really wonder. It's very likely to invite misunderstandings, so what could it potentially be, I wonder? Which residence on Nebun Island? I think that's where Angie needs to go next. That is if she's alive, because you remember, some other family exists. Yeah, that is interesting. It was truly a strange tale. Nanjor's, even though he had no recollection of actually writing that, Nanjor's son's name was written as the sender. Yeah, however, he said that he hadn't mailed the letter. In short, that meant someone had faked his name and sent it. That is weird. The destination was Teremasa Nanjo on... Wait, no, Nanjo Teremasa on Hokkaido's Nebun Island. But the lot number written on it didn't exist. Yeah, fair. That is really weird. So the local post office had been unable to deliver it and instead send it back to the sender, Nanjo's son. That's really, really weird. So why... I don't really understand why somebody would be trying to send a letter from... I don't know where it's from, but judging by, you know, this, it's from, you know, Kinzo or some sort of Ushinomiya family... Well, high Ushinomiya family connection. Weird. But I don't understand. Yeah, what was inside? Yeah, good question. It's very serious, whatever it is. I will ask you keep silent about this. It is extremely troublesome to me as well. Oh, that's interesting. And even so, I cannot throw it away. God, he has it right there. That's really surprising. The doctor stood up and faced the bookshelf. There was packed a group of dictionaries that could only have been ornamental. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, meant to make it clear that the owner was an intellectual. Yeah, I don't disagree. That is odd. When he pulled several volumes out from there, a large brown envelope peeked out from behind them. He took that out and tossed it onto the desk. Oh, interesting. So he definitely doesn't want anyone accidentally looking inside it. It had been carefully sealed with cellophane tape. God, that's interesting. And its faded colour and dryness made it clear that it had been sealed 12 years ago. So whatever this is, it is very, very important. Very important. And it could potentially incriminate him, maybe? I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. I feel like this could say a lot. Why was it sent to Nanjo even though somebody, you know, the person who had done the killings, had known that he was going to die? I don't know why, but I think what they wanted to do... Yes, this is what I think they wanted to do. They wanted to send it to Nanjo, you know, a completely fake location. They wanted to do that so that it would... So, instead of making it so that the sender's name is on the message, just avoid having the sender's name there and send it to Nanjo. Pretend to send it to Nanjo, and then, you know, obviously nothing happens, so that it's returned to the sun. And that means the sender's name can't actually be seen. But at the same time, that doesn't sound like a very magic-like motive. So maybe it could have been Beatrice, like with her message in a bottle, just trolling, or maybe it could have actually been something significant. I wonder why he cannot throw it away. God, he is. He will never stop asking. That really shows how serious this is. I ask most solemnly for your silence on this matter. Yeah, being so persistent that it was annoying, the doctor removed the seal with a paper knife. Then when he tilted the envelope, an already opened mail envelope spilled out. The envelope had a weight to it, hinting that there was something other than a letter inside. What is it? That is weird though. The recipient was certainly Najo Teremasa. Just seeing that was a huge shock. Yeah, that is odd. Following that incident, Nanjo's corpse had not been found, and he had eventually been treated as dead after going missing under extraordinary circumstances. Where did Nanjo actually go in episode 3? Oh yeah, Nanjo and Jessica. Can't forget that. That's interesting that his corpse was never found. He was killed by Eva Beatrice, and he was probably just teleported somewhere. Maybe in the Kuwadorian dungeon. That is, if she even knows if it exists or not, but okay. Yeah, no lies whatsoever. And despite that, this letter addressed to a Nanjo in Hokkaido existed. That is weird. One can almost take this as a sign that he had faked his own death and escaped to Hokkaido. Yeah, but at the same time, why would you do this if that's the case? Well, I mean, why would you make such a childish error as, you know, to not give the location of where you're sending it to? Makes no sense. Was Dr. Nanjo really in Hokkaido? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Or else, was there another person with the same first and last name in Hokkaido? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If my father had somehow escaped from the accident... Yeah. Just by how he words this, I can tell that he hasn't. Yeah. Or at least that's what I have intuition that tells me. Yeah, if my father had somehow escaped from the accident and lived on in Hokkaido, that would have made us of his family very happy regardless of the circumstances. Yes. I also thought of that possibility at first. Yeah, definitely, yeah. However, the envelope's destination address does not exist. Yeah, definitely. I feel like it was intended to be read by Masayuki. Yeah. In short, this envelope was mail that had no way of reaching him. Is there a possibility that the sender miswrote the correct address? Yeah, that is fair. Of course, I cannot deny it. Oh, that's interesting. Of course, I cannot deny it. However, judging for the resident's house number, I find that hard to believe. What is it? Hokkaido. Rebun Island. Rebun County. Rebun City. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is so obviously fake. That is so weird. Oh my god. Wait, so I gotta check out. Is Rebun Island a place that actually exists? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Oh, okay, it does actually exist. That's hilarious. Let's see if the county. Is there actually a county? No, I don't think so. I'm not getting anything. Jesus Christ, I've got to show you this real quick. Yeah, look at that. And more importantly, look at that. That's so weird. That really, really is. Jesus Christ. That really is cool. There is no way the sender miswrote the correct address. I cannot believe that in the slightest. Up until Rebun City, it's fine. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Why would you do that? If you're gonna meme in something like this, just do 696969 or do 420 as well. I mean, obviously, this is not the generation of the internet, but still, whoever did this, they're uncanny. They don't have any sense of humor either. But I just couldn't wipe away the feeling that the sequential number after it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, was a little insincere. It felt like a fake number that some kid had made. Exactly, I agree. Maria. Exactly, they probably wrote a nonsense number that clearly didn't exist. Yeah. I think it's natural to assume that from the very beginning this envelope was sent to a non-existent residence to which... Yeah, I agree, yeah. Oh, voice acting. Gotta love the voice acting. If the destination address doesn't exist, mail is generally returned to the sender. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So even though they could have potentially researched it, to be fair, you can't prove whether they have researched it or not, but if they have researched it, and they are giving it back to Nanjo's son, you know, Masayuki, then, yeah, that shows a lot. Yeah, definitely, yeah. When they still can't find it, the mail is sometimes returned after an investigation of several days. Jesus Christ, just for one piece of mail. Surprises me. It seemed that the same thing happened with this envelope and the stamp that was postmarked on October the 3rd. Yeah, it was postmarked on Nijima. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, definitely. Nijima was a long way from Debin Island. On top of that, the destination was also nonsensical. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it had taken for more than a week for the mail to be returned. In other words, there was probably a high chance that having the envelope returned to the sender would, after an unfixed amount of time. Oh, that's interesting. It had been the goal from the very beginning. Oh, I see that. Yeah, why do something like that? Even before... I don't understand why you would make something that's so obviously fake, though. That kind of contradicts with this. I mean, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's obviously going to be fake. And obviously, why would you make it so that Debon Island, Debon City, Debon County... You know, why would you make exactly the same name? At least research, like, a place that was in Devon. I mean, I get that you can be lazy as a criminal guy, but still, you've got to not be that lazy. I mean, like, I feel that with something like this, it would be obviously fake. But at the same time, it still would have had to have gone through the same procedure, so I suppose that doesn't really matter much. But still, I would never have done this if I was in this crime. No way. On October the 3rd, that's very interesting. So the stamp was actually postmarked before the killings had happened. This could potentially mean it's someone who who actually knows the killings are going to happen. Maybe this is a letter from Nanjo himself. I don't know though. Who knows? Still doesn't make sense why he would fake it, the address, and how it was actually sent as well. We can't forget about that. Maybe it was sent when the murder started happening. I don't know. Yeah, oh my god, I know. Yeah, why do something like that? Even before asking what it was that had been sent, this envelope was already wrapped in mystery. I agree, yeah. And inside it, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Go ahead. Oh shit. After getting the doctor's permission, I tilted the already opened envelope. That's really odd. From the inside came a small folded letter and a small key with a number plate attached. What? Then a magnetic card slip. What the fuck? A1112 was engraved on the key's number plate. Didn't know what it meant. The magnetic card was pitch black and had gold characters engraved in it. Members was written in English. Yeah, the jet black gold lettered card design made it feel like something very high class. Yeah, but of course I didn't have a clue what kind of card it was. Like, I unfolded the letter. Its contents were extremely brief and only the following was written. Oh, that is interesting. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. This could potentially be some sort of indication of a safe. Or some sort of code. Maybe the key is actually there. 1112, maybe that could be, I don't know, some sort of, maybe that could be the 112th safe. And then maybe this could be the passcode. Maybe you need to, I don't know, maybe you enter a passcode and then that unlocks something that you then use a key to unlock and then you have access to something. I don't know. Oh my god, this is interesting. Oh wow, I like this. They did not forget about that mystery. Holy fuck. A1112, that sounds like a road name. I've got to get a bit of perspective. Yeah. So this is what I'm assuming the key actually looks like. Or something similar to what it looks like. Where is it? I love that there are so many things that actually have number plates on them. I can't really find anything that doesn't have, you know, some sort of sensitive text on it. But look, I'm assuming that let's just blur something out real quick. Yeah, so yeah, look at this for example. This is what I'm assuming. I don't want to show the blooming number plate, but yeah, I'm assuming that there's a key and then there's a number plate attached to it, like that. Interesting. Oh, fuck. A magnetic card could potentially be some sort of thing that you actually need to scan. Maybe it's in Nebun, whatever this is, and, you know, some sort of bank that was written on, wasn't it? It could be a date. I don't know. How do you read it though? Is it 07151129 or do you read it in Japanese? 0715, the year, 11th month, and then 29th day. English or Japanese, how do you read it? If it is a date. Also written was the name of a certain massive bank known throughout Japan, as well as the... Oh. As well as the word central branch. Maybe that could be a location that it hints to. Or maybe this could be like, I don't know, the aisle, the lane, I don't know, of where the safe could potentially be. I have no idea. That was all. Yeah, that is weird. And this is... Yeah. But the only thing is, I don't really understand why Gideon, she would literally write the key for a safe deposit box on a wall. It makes no sense. Is it like some sort of pity measure? You know, you've died, but if you figure this out, you get loads of riches or something ridiculous like that? It's a card, a key, and a pin for a safe deposit box. And it wasn't a normal safe deposit box either. Oh, that's interesting. That is weird. Whose? It was an unsettling one, which was apparently reserved only for special clients. So does that mean he couldn't get it? Yeah, after... Oh, God, that must be horrible. Yeah, after he finished putting his affairs in order following his father's funeral, he had visited the bank. Yeah, pen and key and card. There was no doubt something of great importance was being kept there. Yeah, definitely, and he had been naturally curious about what it might be. At first, he hadn't known what to do. Card wasn't something he'd owned in the first place. Oh my God, I know, yeah. I wonder if the 10 tons of gold are somehow going to be there. But why Nanjo? Doesn't really make much sense. Why not Angie? Or, well, because obviously Eva would get it for herself. No, I suppose Nanjo is the only person who has a son or some sort of connection that obviously isn't going to have real financial, you know, desire, and also isn't really greedy. Like Eva is. I don't know, maybe that could be why it was sent to him, but it still doesn't make much sense at all. Yeah, he was then switched to a clerk of a clearly high status and was guided to a large vault on the 4th basement. Yeah, the security on the way there was strict. God, yeah, the doctor had himself stored valuable items such as real estate transcripts in safe deposit boxes before. God, yeah, but this was something on a whole different level. That is weird. Unlike the procedure at the deposit box I've been using. Oh, right. Yeah, fair, yeah. With this system, as long as you had a card, a pin, and a key, you didn't need to have your identity confirmed. Yeah, definitely. But anyway, I was frightened at how imposing that secure vault was. Oh my God, I know, yeah. And I wonder what kind of shady objects might await me that had to be stored in a place like this. And then, yeah, I feel 10 tons of gold is likely. When I put the card through the reader, I was asked to input the PIN. Yeah, that is interesting. And after that 8-digit number was input and authenticated, I was permitted to access the vault. It was an incredible scene. Oh yeah, well, like something from a sci-fi movie. God, the massive, dimly lit silver room was covered with doors to safes. Yeah, he had entered that room along with the clerk. Yeah, it seemed that as soon as the card was read, the vaults he had a right to were determined. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so that safes he could open were lit with a green light, while those he couldn't open were... God, what are in the ones that he couldn't open? While the ones he couldn't open were lit with a red one. Yeah, funny that, yeah. A1112 was one of those safes that were marked. By the way, there were several other safes marked with a green lamp besides that one. Jesus Christ, I think there were at least 20. God, there might have even been more in the other corner.
私の鍵は A11 のみ。
That's interesting. In any event, I only have the key to
他の
A1
金
and
庫の
12.
中身を確かめる術はあ
One or
り
two
ませ
even.
んでしたが。
Fair, yeah, I know we have checking the contents to the other safes. God, I really wonder what's actually happening here. God, you've got to rely on a good clerk here. I mean, obviously, it's one of the most highly secure places. It would be very serious punishment if, you know, the clerk had actually decided to do a dirty move. As the clerk watched, the doctor had unlocked and opened the safe. God, what is in there? Oh. When he did, a safe drawer like a large cabinet had opened. What? An expensive looking duralumin case peeked out. What? That was carried into a separate room where for the first time, the clerk left and he was introduced to the content. That's interesting that it's so confidential the clerk can't actually use the contents. Right. Or look at the contents. And the contents were... It's probably confidential though, so yeah.
現金でした。
Cash!
現金
Cash.
どれほど
How much?
新札の100万円の束はちょう
Jesus
ど厚みが1センチになると聞いたことがあります。
That's not something you really want to know. It's kind of concerning that he knows that, but... no, I'm just taking this out of context. I've heard that a pack of 1 million yen in fresh banknotes is precisely 1 centimeter
それ
thick.
がこれだけのジュラルミンケースの中にびっしり詰められていたのですから。
Since those were packed tightly into a duralumin case of such a size.
多分
Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. That's so
数えた
weird.
わけではないからわかりません。
I don't know, because I didn't count.
ですら触れませんでしたから。
God, I didn't even touch it with my hands.
私はすぐに直感しました。
I realised at once.
これは危険な金だと。
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I think it's good that he didn't take it, because obviously this is something that you couldn't know, and yeah, it is suspicious, it really is. And I just genuinely wonder what the intent behind this was, and whose money as well. It doesn't make much sense at all whose it was. I mean, what does this have in terms of relevance to the story, though? It doesn't make much sense at all. That is odd. Jesus Christ. So how much is 100 million yen in pounds in 1986? Oh, that's actually not much compared to how much I thought it was. Wait. No, this isn't an accurate. Right, let's see if we can find it. Where do I look? Historical currency converter. Oh, nice one. Oh, this is brilliant. Right, 1986. What's the year at the moment? 2024. Right. What? You've got to be serious. One. Oh, for fuck's sake. I literally input this and then it just says the data doesn't exist. That's so annoying. Right, so, okay, I've actually found a little bit of, right, so, divided by, what's it? Wait, no, oh my god, this is so dumb. Yeah, there's nothing that actually says it. That's annoying. Yeah. Yeah. But in modern time, 100 million yen would have been 453,000 pounds. Oh, it's annoying I can't check like what the precise exchange rates were, but I don't know. It doesn't look like I can. Easily, at least. That's a lot of money, though. That really, really is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Why is it that secure as well? It isn't normal to store a whole 100 million yen in cash in a case, in a safe like that. Yeah. It's much easier to deal with if you put it into an account and turn it into numbers. Yeah, fair. Yeah. When someone is unable to do that, then it's clear that there's something wrong with the cash. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's sensible. Yeah, definitely not greedy. That's good. My mind went blank and I instantly realised that I mustn't get involved. So you didn't use it at all? Don't get any ideas, Angie. Correct. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I locked it back up just as I'd found it, returned it to the original safe and left. Good one, yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. Maybe somebody could discover it if you do it unintentionally. I've thought about throwing away that key and card, but don't know what will happen. Yeah, for that reason I've been hiding it in the back of this bookcase for a full 12 years. Oh God, no, it's so weird. Still do not know what kind of money that was. Could I borrow this envelope?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, please just view it here. Understood. Then if you'll excuse me. There's something I want to investigate. Damn! Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I took on Neir-chan's grimoire from the knapsack I had set down. Oh, that's it. Oh, yes, good one, yeah. Then I opened to the page with the paragraph Beatrice had written to Neir-chan and compared to handwriting on both. What is it like? Exact match? There was no mistake about the characteristic handwriting. Oh. Yeah, that is weird. Ooh, an interesting theme. Not ZTS track, don't give a shit. It's not Dream End Discharger, therefore I don't care. That's my thoughts. I'm just kidding. Still, I'm so excited to see that track, you know, in the visual novel. Oh my god, I can't wait. I've never listened to it, so that's why I'm excited. Now, I knew who had sent this 100 million yen in cash was Beatrice herself. Why? Why? Like, actually, why? But what is it? Is it some sort of compensation? But what is it? Something's bugging me. What is it? Yeah, what could it be? I know, it is weird. It really, really is weird. Who the fuck is this? Yeah. Who is this guy? What does that kanji say? I swear I've seen it before. I don't know. Doesn't... I swear that says like... I don't know. Wait, I want to investigate what the kanji says. Hang on a second. I'm sorry, I'm just too curious. Right, so we've got... There we are. Right, what does it say? It means mackerel. Right. Is this someone with a connection to Kumasawa? Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. That is interesting that Beatrice has actually written this, though. It's really odd. It doesn't make much sense at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got something like that in the mail. Hey, Ma, where did you put that? Oh, that is really weird. God, this guy looks cool. The same envelope and contents had been sent to Kumasawa's son, who had once lived with her. God, another person who has lost somebody in this. Oh. Oh my god, that's fucking deadly. Yeah, but still, I see that. But he had been very busy in the days since, and now it explains why it's Kumasawa's son. The fact that the teacher says mackerel. But he had been very busy in the days since, and seemed to have forgotten about it while running around all over the place. Yeah, that's interesting. However, its strange contents had apparently stayed in his memory, and he remembered it as soon as Angie mentioned it to him after a bit of wait. Oh, after a bit of wait, his thin-lipped wife found the envelope, complaining that he always forgot where he put things away. I like that. That is so weird. The fact that it's an Ushinomiya family head envelope as well, we can't forget about that. And it does definitely prove that Beatrice has sent it. I kind of forgot to think about that. Yeah, the modus operandi for the sender and the recipient was the same as Nanjo's son. Oh, that is weird. Why are you sending this money to multiple amounts of people, though? It is interesting. Is it some sort of test? The sender was made out to be Kumasawa's son, and the recipient was Kumasawa Chiyo. That is so weird. Oh, that's really weird. And the destination address was in the Okinawa prefecture. Yeah, so that no suspicion can be there. Okinawa, I swear it was at the bottom of Japan. Oh, why is it? It's actually a little bit more convincing as opposed to the other one. Okinawa Prefecture, Yaeyama County, Yonaguni City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the address actually sounds convincing, unlike the other one, which is quite odd to me. Yonaguni Island was at the westernmost tip of Japan. Oh, that is really odd. Maybe they're doing it in, like, there's going to be one person north, one person west, one person south, and one person east. In Japan, who knows? And the lot name was the exact same sequential number that had been apparently chosen without much care. Yeah, that is odd. Now it was certain. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this envelope was definitely sent with the goal of having it be returned to the sender. Agreed. Its contents were exactly the same. Yeah, that is weird. A letter with the pin and the bank's main branch written on it. A magnetic card. A key with an attached number plate. That is so odd. Oh, that's interesting. The inscription on the number plate was A113. The number right after the one on the key that had been sent to Nanjo. Most likely, inside the vault was the same kind of duralumin case. Packed with 100 million yen in cash. Is it though? We don't know. Oh, no, I see what he's saying. I bet you this guy runs a mackerel restaurant. Yeah, I get the feeling my dead mother sent it to me from beyond the ground. No, I see that. Damn. Yeah, that is understandable though. I do see what he's saying. Yeah, don't really get what's inside, and it's creepy, so I just left it alone all this time and totally forgot about it until today. If Angie wanted to become rich, even though it probably is dirty money, let's be honest here. Well, to be fair, there's no proof that it's dirty money. I mean, I kind of get the impression that Beatrice, she could just magic money out of nothing. I mean, she could do that with gold, so why can't she do that with money? I wonder. But at the same time, you know, if Angie wanted to become rich, this is her chance. Yeah, so you know what this is, girl. Ah, yeah. To be fair, you can't know that. Oh my god, could it be that the same kind of thing came to your place? Oh. What is it, Angie-sama? Is it a headache? A headache? What? No? Sorry, my head hurts. Seriously? How? I've got it, I know. What do you mean you know? You don't mean... It's gotta be... But at the same time, I don't really understand where and why. Are there any... No, but the only thing... What about Genji's son as well? I do wonder. And let me guess, it's sent in either east or south of Japan. That was where the address was. I bet you anything that was the case. You don't mean this envelope came to your place too, Angie-sama? I've remembered. Oh, that is interesting. A strange envelope was also sent to me 12 years ago. God, I know. After losing my entire family, I was depressed. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually. Oh, that's so surprising, but it was a really strange thing to come in the mail, so I still had a faint memory of it. Yeah, it was a strange letter, which I had no memory of sending, but had me as the sender. Yeah, that is interesting. Oh, that's even weirder. Yeah, I forget the hang on a second. Yeah. Wait, yeah. I forget the destination address, but the name recipient had been Ushinomiya Rudolph. My father. Yeah. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, I remember how disturbed I was when I got a letter I thought it was from father and opened it up. Oh shit, and found a key and card I didn't really understand. What happened with that key and card? Oh god, she does not realise what could potentially have been done with that. God. Yeah, I felt let down and threw it away somewhere, I think. Where did I put that envelope? Oh my god, if she could actually find it, that would be amazing. But yeah, that's understandable. I probably lost it somewhere in the chaos that followed. Yeah, that does suck. Yeah, but now I have no way of checking its contents. However, I have a general idea. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure the contents were the same. Without a doubt, there had been a key, a card, and a note with a pin inside the envelope. Yeah, so whatever Beatrice is doing, she's sending it to everyone who has some sort of connection within the incident. Because obviously, it can never happen with any of the Ushinomiyas that have, you know, had grandchildren that have came to the... or children in general that have came to the the conference, because of the fact that, you know, they're dead. Beatrice. No, I know. What was she trying to do here? Oh no, I don't really understand it at all. Why? Just why would somebody as evil as Beatrice do something like that? Did she hand out this stupid money to all the surviving relatives? Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I won't forgive her for mocking them even after their deaths. Yeah, that's interesting. Angie. Sakataro acted nervously. As I looked at his worrying face, my agitation had begun to cool off a bit by bit.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
ベアトリーチェ憎しは今
Oh
に始まった
no,
こと
no
じゃない
way.
わ。
My hatred of Beatrice isn't anything new. Yeah, it's reasonable.
あの6歳の日にもうすでにあの魔女と縁があったことに
Oh, I see.
驚きと怒りを感じただけよ。
Yeah, my hatred of Beatrice isn't anything new. I was just surprised and angry to find out that I had a connection with the witch already at the age of 6. And no, I see that, yeah.
この12年間
For the past 12 years.
エンジ様はずっとベアトリーチェ様の呪縛にとらわれてきた。
What? For the past 12 years, you've been constantly enslaved by Beatrice
これ
Summer's
がそ
curse.
のまさに呪縛の証となるのかもしれません。
This might be proof of that's a curse.
ですがどうかしっかり
But please hang in
そ
there.
れを打ち破るための旅でもあるはずです。
Breaking through that was supposed to be part of the goal of this journey. That is interesting. That's right.
頭に血を上らせたって何の役にも
Yeah,
立
yeah,
たない
yeah,
わ。
fair, yeah. Just letting the blood rush to my head won't get me anywhere.
冷静に考えなくちゃ。
True. Yeah, gotta think
これ
calmly.
はどういうことなの？
What's going on?
遺族に1億円をばらまく意味は何？
What's the meaning of handing out 100 million yen to the relatives? I know, it is so weird. I mean, yeah, what is the meaning of it though, genuinely? I do wonder, but at the same time, what's going to happen if they provoke them? I do wonder if the money's actually taken though. Nobody has actually taken the money. What's going to happen to the people if they do take the money? Could something bad happen, I wonder? Maybe it could be some sort of trap. I don't know. Is he trying to provoke
ベ
us?
アトリーチェめ。
Oh my god, I know. Yeah, damn that Beatrice.
エンジ落ち着いて。
Angie, calm down.
ウリュウ
God, yeah. Yeah, Sakataro buried his head in my stomach. He urged me to stay calm. Yeah, I took another deep breath and started thinking.
この封筒の送付はつまりベアトリーチェによる事件の計画
That
性を
would
裏
make
付けるも
sense,
の
yeah.
かしら。
Yeah, now that would make sense because obviously that would, yeah. I knew it was in that, yeah, because that would increase the amount of belief people have to Beatrice, and that would increase her magical power, and it would decrease the anti-magic resistance. Boom, good one. Good one for mentioning that. Yeah. I suppose Beatrice's curse is just, it's not Oyashiro-sama's curse, it's just, well, it kind of is like it, you know, just having your life ruined thanks to, you know, some sort of really, really superior being. Well, obviously, it's not when you actually know what happens in Higurashi, but yeah. But it just kind of reminds me of it. Because obviously, Oyashiro-sama's curse ruins lives horribly. I wonder if this envelope was sent to support the theory that Beatrice was behind that crime. Yeah, agreed,
消
yeah.
印は親族会議の直前。
Yeah, and that would be indicative of the fact that they know what they're doing and they know that a crime is actually going to happen. Yeah, it was postmarked right before the family
そし
conference.
てわざと時間をかけて変装されてくるよう
Yeah,
仕組ま
definitely.
れている。
And it was intentionally set up so that it would be sent back after some time. Yeah,
事件の後に届くようにしたかったということかな。
exactly. Yeah, they wanted it to arrive after the incident. Is that it? Yeah,
そうなるわ。
that's what it implies.
でも少し疑問もあるの。
But it raises a few
なぜこん
questions.
な不確実な方法で？
I know, yeah, why use such an uncertain method?
不確実？
Well, I suppose it's uncertain because of the fact that nobody would actually be involved in terms of, you know, getting the distribution of the envelope. At least nobody would be involved, and nobody could potentially be seen or spotted. It's just, like, this is just company procedure that's happening, and it makes sense that people would, it will return to, you know, the sender's mailbox, really. What I'm trying to say is, like, at least there's not somebody who has been doing this, not somebody who could be caught, not somebody of an unusual nature. That's what I'm thinking.
ねえ、
Yes.
だって 何日で郵便が戻ってくるかなんて事前には
Yeah.
想像もできないじゃない。
After all, no one could even guess at how many days it would take. True, actually, yeah. How many days it would take for the mail to return before you use this trick.
郵送先の郵便局が調査し、送付先不明と判断し返送するまでの期間なんて
Well, I
普
also
通は
find
想
it
像もで
like
きない。
I find it also really interesting that Beatrice knew that everyone was going to die, and, you know, she knew that, you know, these were the only people that she could actually send the mail to, and she knew that everyone was going to die without fail as well. Like, it was as if it was just fated that everyone was going to die. I mean, obviously it did happen, but, like, what if somebody escaped? I.e. Eva? Or what if somebody's, I don't know, what if, for example, Nanjo escaped, and then his son was sent something like that, even though, you know, he was meant to be dead? It's just odd that, you know, there's definitive proof that she has that she's going to kill everyone. And that obviously adds more indication to the fact that it's Beatrice, because obviously she knows that everyone's going to die. Apart from Eva. Because Eva Beatrice exists. That's the only reason she didn't die, let's be honest here. Yeah. By giving it a really, really far postage date, it will obviously increase the time, but at the same... Sorry, not date, location even. It will increase the time, but at the same time, it doesn't make it definitively guaranteed that it is going to take that certain amount of time. What if, for example, mail services are being, you know, they're just... I don't know, they've drunk some coffee. People are working longer hours, stuff like that. What if it's reduced by like a third or something, and the time, and the envelope actually gets there before 1986? It is weird. No, sorry, before October 6th, 1986. It is weird. Maybe there could be somebody in the post office that is actually affiliated with this. But who? There's the question. Yeah, now that you mention it.
ちゃんと到着の期日を決めて、そういう郵便で出した方が確実なのにね。
Yeah. It would be more dependable if they just set an arrival date and mailed it that way. Agreed. But at the same time, that would mean exposing the sender, which you can't do.
まあでも、
Maybe, but still.
前日に投函したんなら、どんなに早く戻ってきても、きっと月曜日以降の到着になったでしょうし。
Maybe, but still, if they mailed it the day before, then no matter how quickly it returned, it will probably arrive Monday or later.
死者
Yeah.
からの手紙を気取りたかったんじゃないかしら。
No, I see that actually, yeah. I wonder if they wanted to make it look like a letter from the dead. Yeah, just properly mock them. Yeah, a letter from the dead, you say?
確かにね。
You're right.
あれは驚くし、嫌な気持ちになるわな。
Oh yeah, yeah, it surprised me and it made me feel
死ん
bad.
だ家族の名前が
It's
表に大き
disrespectful
く
as
書かれている郵便物が
Yeah, some mail with my dead's family's name written on the outside in large letters.
物々しい付箋付きで郵便受けに放り込まれているんだから。
I know, it is weird. I mean, it was thrown into the mailbox with an ominous label
でも
attached.
私は何か腑に落ちないわ。
However, it doesn't really make sense to me.
私だったら期日指定郵便にする。
Yeah, definitely. I would have mailed it to arrive on a
ひょっとしたら
specified day.
想定しない日に届くかもしれないという不安定さが私にはどうしても理解できないの。
Yeah. They didn't do it in person because obviously that would risk a lot of exposure. But at the same time, Beatrice knows how to use magic. Why? Anti-magic power, that's probably why. And it being too high. That's why she probably didn't mail it in person. And I feel the theory of it, not of the sender's name not actually wanting to be, you know, truly known. Because obviously if Beatrice did send it on a specified day, then she would need a sender's name. And she can't do it in person, so, yeah. Would she need a sender's name, though? Well, if she doesn't, then my theory is invalidated, but still.
ウリュウ。
Uyu.
でも確かにそういうのベアトらしいかな
Yeah,
って
that's
思う。
interesting. But it really does sound like Bertor to me.
あなたベアトのことわかるの？
You know about Bertor?
ちょっとしかお話ししたことないけど、
Yeah, well, I only talked with her a little.
でもベアトならこういうことをするか
Oh
な
yeah,
っ
me
ていう
too.
のが
Yeah.
なんとなくわかるの。
Still, I can pretty much accept that Bertor would do something like this.
マモンもなんとなく想像がつかない？
Can't you imagine that happening to Mom?
ベアトってこういういたずら好きだよね。
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Anything to quell the boredom. Bertor likes prank like this, right?
確かにそうかも。
Yeah, that might be true.
ベアドリージュ様なら死者からの手紙みたいな悪質ないたずらは
Yeah,
や
I
りかね
wouldn't
ないと
either.
思います。
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Beatrice Summer to try a vicious prank like a letter from the dead.
それだけじゃなくて
No, that's not all.
絶対確実な方法じゃなくてちょっぴり不確実な方法の
Oh,
方を
no, I
ベアドリー
see
ジュは
that,
面
yeah.
白がるの。
Yeah, let me just remind you of a certain thing. Oh yeah, we've got to look at this soon. Where is it? Yeah, look at this. Well, wait, no, that's not where I'm... Yeah, look at this, for example. Arrogance and recklessness in a prank that has no guaranteed outcome. It would make sense. Yeah, because you wouldn't know the outcome and then it would quell boredom. That's what I'd assume. She would find an uncertain method interesting. I remember Mario on Nechan's diary. Yeah, good one, yeah. It described playing with Beatrice very often. During those times, Bertor sometimes played pranks on the adult relatives of Mario. Yeah, but those pranks always had a touch of aesthetics, which was that they were more interesting when they were uncertain. Yeah, that's good. That definitely assigns a motive. One day, Mario and Bertor decided to use a wind-up minicar she had bought for a prank. Wait, so... It was a popular toy at the time, and if you made the minicar back up, it would wind up and spring in the tyres, so when you let go, it would race forwards. Yeah. It's just a very simple thing explained unnecessarily complicated, in an unnecessarily complicated manner. They wound out that minicar and set it... Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. They had wound up that minicar and set it behind a milk jug. Oh, I like that. That's actually really cool. In other words, the prank was that if you lifted the milk jug, the minicar would jump forwards and surprise whoever did it. Yeah, hoping that someone would get caught in the prank. Onechan and Bertor had watched the adults from the shadows for their whole tea time. That's hilarious. They were looking forward to seeing someone get caught by it. It's milk as well, obviously. Oh yeah. Ah, damn. They were looking forward to see someone get caught by it, but no one moved the trap milk jug, and the trap ended in a miss. Oh, that's a shame. When Onechan had then muttered, we should have put it somewhere where it would have definitely caught someone. Bertor apparently said this. The most interesting and filling traps are those where you don't know who will get caught, or even if anyone will get caught at all. I'm thinking of Satoko's traps in, Higurashi. Little spoiler here, go to like the next 10 seconds if you don't want it, but the traps at the ending of Matari Bayashi, those ones especially, because obviously you had all of the mountain dogs and the people there, you never really knew whether, kids traps on professional military members, of course there's such a high element of uncertainty whether it will actually happen and it will work. But, that's what makes them interesting, and it makes the thrill a thrill, really. Yeah, it's probably true that you wouldn't get this kind of excitement from a trap that would certainly go off. Yeah, fair though, yeah. Similar accounts occurred in multiple places, making it possible to guess that the witch called Beatrice had been a fickle character and loved a random thrill. She does, yeah, and she's fucking bored as well. A fickle person is very hard to deal with. Fair, yeah. I know, yeah. I can't spin the chessboard around to find out what that witch from 12 years ago was planning. I really do wonder what would happen if they had actually accepted the money, by the way. Are you going to talk to Gorda's son? Please talk to Gorda's son. Oh, we're going to see more of Kumasawa's son. Wow. God, that's interesting. Little view there. It actually reminds me of a place I've seen before. As Angie examined these, her gaze darted from place to place. Oh, yeah. Then she suddenly showed interest in the wall. Oh, there, several framed pictures were hung. Oh. So this is his house rather than the restaurant, I'd assume. Yeah, many... Or that is if he even owns a restaurant. I'm just assuming that he does, because of his t-shirt. Many of them were commemorative photos from when the relatives of the Kumasawa family were gathered or went somewhere to play. Oh yeah, and Kumasawa was in several. No, I know. Yeah, and she wore a smile that made it so that you could almost hear her light-hearted laugh. Oh my god, I know. Just another person who has been mercilessly killed who never ever deserved it. Such a nice and good person as well. It's horrible. It's part of my distant memory, but I definitely remember that she was this sort of cheerful old lady. Yeah, definitely.
Kumasawa-san事件の直前に変わった様子はありましたか?
Oh yeah, I do wonder. Did you notice anything different about Kumasawa-san in the days leading up to this incident?
いや
Nope.
いつも通りに見えたな。
She looked the same as ever.
親族会議はピリピリするから辛い辛いと漏らすのはいつものことでしたし。
This guy seems really quite fun. The family conference put her on edge, so she was always grumbling about how tough it was. Fair.
これは?
What's this? Among the several frames, there was one that had something other than a picture of people in it. Oh, that's interesting. It was a picture of an enlarged relief of a door from a Western-style house or something. Could potentially be the Ushinomiya mansion. Yeah, you couldn't see any interesting subject in particular, which actually bugged me a bit, as I wonder why anyone had gone to all the trouble of taking it. As I got closer, I realised that some characters had been written in a pen.
ああ、それはお袋の形見分けでもらってきた写真ですわ。
I mean, I know it isn't, but it reminds me of the chapel. Obviously, the door's very different, but still. Wait, let me actually... I can't prove that until I've fully... That statement is a devil's proof until I've actually, looked at what the thing looks like with my own eyes. I want to look at what it looks like now because I'm... Right, let's just search up turn. Turn! Yoigoshi. Alright. Turn of the Golden Witch. The Golden Bitch! Beatrice is a golden bitch, though. I am so glad I made this connection. Oh my god! It is the chapel! Wait, not the chapel. What's it called? Fuck, what is it called? Oh my god. It is called the chapel. That's a really lucky line to pause on. Holy shit. God, and yeah, this murder. Was Golden Slaughter playing here? I can't actually hear. Right. Yeah, that's really interesting, and I do wonder what the significance of this is. Why is there a photo of the chapel? No, I really do wonder what happened with Kumasawa and Warigiria as well, because what had happened is Kumasawa basically, you know, despawned. Warigiria had came, and she'd been replaced by her. And then what had happened is Kumasawa had been found dead where the servants were. She was one of the 6. It's really weird. You couldn't see any interesting subject in particular, which actually bugged me a bit as I wondered why anyone had gone to all the trouble of taking it. It's obviously for a visual novel background. There's nothing more. Oh yeah, that's the photo I got when Mother's belongings were distributed. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what, but it just is kind of odd that she has a photo of the chapel. Maybe it could be some sort of affiliation she has, I don't know. Doesn't make much sense. I think it probably has something to do with that Legend of the Gold thing. The witch's epitaph, you mean? Oh yeah. Funny that that's actually true. It was whispered that it pointed out to the location of the hidden 10 times of gold. But at the same time, I don't understand what significance this place has, because obviously we've seen Eva and Rosa. It's in the guest house, the part that's actually a secret room that's in a library that you find some sort of key reference for, and then you input a code, and then you go to a secret dungeon, and then you go to the golden land room. I think. I don't exactly remember the details. Well, I do remember them, but I don't know if I remember them correctly. So Kumasawa-san tried to solve it too. I know, yeah, but this isn't the epitaph. I know, it's the first time I've seen it. There was an arch above the Western style door, and that's where the relief was. Oh, that's interesting. English words were engraved there, and that seemed to be what the picture was focused on. The pen writing appeared to be a translation into Japanese. What? This door is opened at a possibility, only as a possibility of a quadrillion to what? That makes no sense. So you're saying that when the door was actually opened in Turn of the Golden Witch, the possibility was a quadrillion to 1? That is odd. But the only thing is, I swear the ceremony happened, you know, Eva Beatrice's ceremony, I swear it happened in the chapel. Let me just check this, because I need to see this. Right, what's it? Banquet. Let's just search ban. Should come up here. It should be in the chapel. So she'd gone to the Golden Land. It's not. It's an audience hall. Yeah. Let me just get a direct comparison so that I can make this claim for certain. Sorry. Oh, I'm taking forever, but it's not, but I know it's not. I just want to confirm it. Oh. Wait, let me just show you directly what I'm seeing here. So, look at this. No, they're totally different. There's no similarity in them whatsoever. Are there any other snapshots of the assembly hall? No, there aren't. Any other snapshots of this? No, not really. Confusing. Af. But this could potentially be indicative of the fact that the Witch of Miracles has actually made it so that episode 2 happened. Or maybe it could be indicative of the fact that, well, wait, hang on. I just need to check something. I mean, I know it's a different building, but look at the structure and how they're similar. So look, you have pillars, red carpet, and then also pillars, and a red carpet. I mean, I know it has no relation whatsoever. I'm really trying to find meaning out of nothing. Why is that an organ? Looks like an organ. There's no similarity. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I hate it. It just kinda looks similar. I don't know. Yeah, this door is open only at a probability of quadrillion to 1. You will be blessed at only a probability of quadrillion to 1. So that may be indicative of the fact that this was a quadrillion and 1 opportunity. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't recognise it. Nothing like this ever showed up in the epitaph or on Eitan's diary. Oh, that's interesting. In Mother's belongings, there were quite a few photos and notes that looked like her trying to solve the riddle of the epitaph. That's interesting. Mother was actually surprisingly fond of that kind of thing. There are, yeah. And there was that rumour that 10 tons of gold bars were hidden somewhere. Who wouldn't? Genuinely, it was no surprise that she got so absorbed by it. In both Maria Nechan's diary and in her grimoire, there was a description of the witch's epitaph. Yeah, good one, yeah. It talked about how it was a ceremony to open the door to the Golden Land. Yeah, Beatrice's resurrection ceremony, Beatrice's succession ceremony. On and on. Yeah. Maybe the most interesting one was the last part about it being a succession ceremony. According to Beatrice, if you were able to solve the witch's epitaph, yeah, you would become a golden witch. You would receive not only the 10 tons of gold and the Ushinomiya family inheritance. Yeah, definitely, but her own magical power and name, as well as the title of Golden Witch. No, you won't, you'll just be used as a pawn for a game piece. Let's be honest here. That's what F.R. Beatrice was. She was just, as in, look at the song name, Happiness of Marionette. Who is the marionette? It's F.R. Beatrice. Among the Ushinomiya family household at the time, the witch's epitaph was thought of as a difficult quiz, which the family head, Kinzo, had arranged for to choose a successor. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. So that's really interesting. Yeah, but with the Marielle Siciora interpretation, the questioner was Beatrice herself. And she had posed the question in part to choose her successor. There were slight discrepancies in the details of 2 interpretations. Oh yeah. Either way, its ominous contents brought to mind a bloody serial murder. Yeah. And both of the message bottles drew a tale of crime following that pattern. Yeah, definitely. You could. Maybe not. Well, you could certainly find out about Eva If you actually knew everything about the epitaph, maybe you could realise about Eva Beatrice. It's hard to tell though. If I could solve the witch's epitaph now, 12 years later, I wonder if I could expose some plot made back then. Yeah, understandable. I just want to think, what's the tips? Oh, fuck you. It's not actually saying, like, any of the tips. Damn, that's annoying. I just love that sound effect, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, it seemed that many witch hunters tried to as well. I also found theories like the Laplace theory and the Enoda theory in certain books. However, none of these theories were conclusive. I'm assuming they're just names of authors or some sort of concept.
他にも資料が
Are there any other materials?
あると思うけど、兄弟で
Oh, that's
適当に
tricky.
分けたからな。
Oh my god, so God, it's really quite funny that this job of actually being able to try and investigate everything really just messes you around. Like, now you're going to have to, if you want to investigate fully, then you're going to have to ask every single Kumasawa sibling. I think so, but they were all split up between my siblings.
誰が何を持ってるやらさっぱりですわ。
Oh, yeah, I don't have a clue who has what.
申し訳ない。
Sorry. Shit.
熊沢さんが撮影した英文だけ読むとめったに開かれない
Yes, you're right in
開かずの扉
thinking
という
that,
印象を
yeah.
受ける
Just thinking this English text that Kumasawa-san took a picture of. He gives the impression that this was a forbidden door that was rarely opened.
でもこれは屋敷のどこかしら
Oh, it's not in the mansion. But where in the mansion is it, I wonder?
光の具合から屋外みたいだけど
Yeah, judging by the lighting, it looks like it's
熊
outside.
沢さんはこの中にその黄金が隠されていると睨んでたのかしら
Yeah, that is reasonable. And maybe the epitaph could actually be giving a link to where the key is for the chapel, but it isn't. It isn't. I wonder if Kumasawa-san thought that the gold might be hidden in there.
さあ、
Who knows?
いずれにせよ、六軒島の屋敷のどこかでしょうな。
They're not thinking on the right lines. Either way, I do wonder where in the Dokkenjiwan mansion it
お
was.
袋の預金口座には、残念だが黄金を発見したと思えるようなお
I love
金は
that.
入ってませんでしたよ。
Yeah, and the fact that she wasn't a golden witch and didn't have, you know, loads of riches and didn't have complete power and dominance. Yeah, there are a lot of signs she didn't solve it. I hate to say it, but there wasn't enough money in my mother's bank account to make me think she found the gold.
さすがに見つからんかったんでしょうな。
Yeah, she probably didn't find it after. I agree, yeah. The golden witch, Beatrice, gave 10 tons of gold to Ginzo. Yeah, which meant that the witch was the true owner of the gold. Yeah, Beatrice was the owner of all the vast fortune of the Ushidomiya family. Exactly, yeah. The witch holding this vast wealth had massacred the humans on Dokkenjima like that. Yeah, because they're just basically interest, and she needs to collect her interest. Yeah, I see. Yeah, sending large amounts of money to the surviving relatives like it was a game. Yeah, I know. Like hell, it's a letter from the dead. Agreed. Yeah, this is a desecration of the dead. I wonder what happens when you get that money, though. Is it genuine or is it dirty money? If it's dirty money, that's even worse. It probably is, but at the same time, it's Beatrice, so what if she's made it with magic? Is it genuine money if you've made it with magic? Because it hasn't obviously been through, let's say, shady, illegal hands. I was once again convinced. When my family died on that island that day, they didn't go to heaven. Yeah, that's interesting. God, that's such a horrible thought. But at the same time, I don't disagree with this. I mean, even though they're not going to heaven or hell, you know, they're just being constantly forced to go back and to go into another fragment. They're just repeating, without memory, the worlds, really. Maybe because they have no magical power, they don't realise it, whereas Shannon and Kanon do. I don't know, though. Well, Kanon doesn't want to believe in Beatrice. He hates her guts. So I don't know why. But at the same time, the swords he has, that indicates that he still does have magical power, even if he hates Beatrice and doesn't want to believe in her. So I think the only reason they don't remember the previous fragments was because of the fact that they don't have any magical power. I wonder if you could link that to Higurashi. You know, just the repeating of fragments. Maybe Rika, in, you know, her belief of wanting to get past June 1983, being really, really strong, had actually created magical power. But at the same time, she would never really believe in... Well, she would for miracles, but she wouldn't for anything else. Don't know, though. No, in theory. And maybe Keiji, for example, his strong willpower was what could make him remember in, I don't know, Tsumi Horowashi. I mean, it is a devil's proof, but at the same time, you never know. They're being trapped by the witch now, and are even being desecrated and tormented for all eternity. Wouldn't be surprising whatsoever. Impossible to tell, but yeah, wouldn't be surprising. The last place Angie visited. What? Sleep shop? So you buy things to aid you in your sleep, like for example pillows? I don't know. Yeah, the last place Angie visited was a store in the region between... I wonder if this is Genji's son. That is, if he has a son. He probably does, let's be honest. The last place Angie visited was a store in the region between the housing district and the retail stores, with a signboard saying Marahuku Sleep Shop. Let's just firstly, before we read about this, read about this guy. Fishing harbour. Yep, doesn't surprise me. Oh my god, I know, he seems like a really nice guy. He is quite cool. Yeah, fair. Oh, in Angie's point of view. Yeah, that really is convenient. Yeah, I see that. By the way, I want to learn about your involvement. Right, so, yeah. Let me now get the witch's epitaph up. Oh my god, where's, like, some sort of shitty... Oh, here we are. Alright, let me just open the image in tab so I don't get spoilers. Download on the App Store and get it on Google Play. My beloved hometown, so that could potentially be Beatrice's hometown. But at the same time, that doesn't prove. Why was Rosa and Beatrice able to solve it if it was Beatrice's hometown? Why would they know it? Or maybe, I swear there was something about, like, you know, disregard this, it's irrelevant. Yeah, and why is that? Why is that Beatrice's point of view? It is weird. And this just sounds like third person narration. Yeah, it doesn't sound like Beatrice at all. Marahuku Sleep Shop. Is this Genji's son? Oh, there lived the man who had been the captain of the ferry. Oh, boat to Genjima at that time. Even he, who had once lived as a man of the sea, had retired after contracting a serious illness. Oh, and was now taking care of the house of his son and his son's wife. Oh my god, this guy looks cool. I remember it very well. Kawabata.
あんた、まだこんなに小さかった。
God, yeah, he probably knows this person. Yeah, you know, Angie, I remember it very well. You were still about this
立
small.
派になったな。
God, yeah, look how you've grown. Isn't it just weird, you know, comments like these, just the normal stock family comments, you know, she's not going to be able to have heard because of, you know, just no love. I mean, obviously they're
そ
annoying,
し
but
て、さぞや
yeah,
辛
I
かっただろ
know,
う。
yeah. Yeah, this guy seems empathetic, that's good. And understanding as well. And it must have been very tough on you.
お前さんの気持ち、よくわかるぞ。
Yeah, I know very well how you must feel. I know, I see that. Yeah, the former boat, he's definitely recovered. The former boat captain was in such high spirits that you couldn't really tell why he had retired in the first place. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, his memory seemed clear too. And he could remember the events of more than a decade ago well. Apparently even about how Angie had been at the time. I know, it's impressive. The way he chatted was very helpful for Angie. Oh yeah, that's convenient, but at the same time he also remembered the final family conference very well. Oh, yeah, understandable, yeah. Yeah, and the fact that he remembered even details like Battler's full madness on the boat was actually painful for her. Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah. It had been so back then as well, but even now there was no public way to cross Loch Injima. It was necessary to make an individual request to an owner of a boat to make the voyage. I've been unable to arrange for a boat to Loch Injima. Oh yeah, fair enough actually, yeah. So if he refused me, such a voyage would probably become hopeless. Oh god. Yeah.
わかってる。
I get you.
今、あの島に行きたがる船なんぞ。簡単には見つからん
Oh
だろう。
yeah, understandable. Yeah, it won't be easy to find a boat eager to go to that island.
今じゃ六軒島と呼ばず、古い名前の悪食島と呼ぶ者までおる。
But no, there are even some who call it by its old name, Akujikishima, instead of Rokkenjima. What does the kanji look like for that?
わかっ、今じゃ六軒島と呼ばず、古い名前の悪食島と呼ぶ者までおる。
Oh, here we are. That's weird. That literally means, you know, that's food, and that's bad. It's hilarious. And that's obviously Ireland.
今、あの島に、今じゃ、この辺りの船乗りじゃ、首を縦には振るまいな。
Yeah, no, I say that because they think you're some creepy occultist. They wouldn't want to take you somewhere. It's understandable why the sailors around here would turn down your request. Yeah, no, that's understandable, yeah. Wait, what does akujiki mean in Japanese? What is... Right, okay, it doesn't really look like I can find much. Obviously, I don't want to spoil anything. Wait, let's actually see if I can find the... I don't know. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, how do you do this? Dude, fuck off. Yes. Right. Let's see if we can find out what this means. Yeah, it quite literally yeah, look at this. It quite literally means bad eating. Weird. From the start? Yeah. And because of that incident 12 years ago, oh yeah, this fear reached a peak. Understandable, yeah, they respected the sea, feared it, and revered it. Yeah, fair enough, yeah, there were almost no sailors who would try to take a boat to the cursed island. Is he actually going to do it though, but... Oh yeah, that's good. Most, not all. Interesting. Because of that, most of the witch hunters were unable to cross over to Dokenjima, and were limited to taking a trip around the island. Yeah. Ironically, this had caused this sense of mystery surrounding Dokenjima to increase even more. Yeah, because of the fact that nobody actually wants to go to it, and it seems like a really quite cursed location. Which have resulted in the propagation of the bizarre witch stories they love so much. Oh yeah, because it's cursed and nobody wants to go there because of the bad omens. Yeah, would you take me in your boat? He will! Oh my god, nice. Brilliant. They're supposed to give it back to me for just tomorrow. Oh. God, I hope she's going to be able to go there. Though it seems its engine has been in a pretty bad mood lately. Oh, nice. I'll knock it into shape. Very retired person here. The former boat captain had promised that tomorrow he would go back to his previous job and take his boat out to Dokenjima. That's so convenient. Yeah, now a method of transport to Dokenjima is inshore. Nope, disagreed. You've got to get through the night. What about the Sumaderas? This is probably all I can do on Nijima. Yeah, all that's left is tomorrow. This is going to be so interesting. Yeah, on Dokenjima, I'll reach the final destination of a journey that stretches back 12 years. Isn't that great? Yeah, agreed. Yeah, this way it looks like you'll be able to go back to the island. It sure does. Hearing her happy is just wrong. Yeah, I'd heard it's just so weird seeing Angie with a happy face. Like, genuinely. I'd heard that it would be hard to find a boat, so the boat captain's helpfulness really... Agreed, yeah, definitely. How would she get there otherwise, like, genuinely? Would she have to steal a boat or do some sort of illegal means? Oh, that's interesting. Has it been blown up or something like that? With Beatrice's ridiculous magical goings on? Who knows? Although it might not be the same as it was for you, and some... Oh, I'm sure the incident 12 years ago has been a thorn for the boat captain as well. One that he still hasn't been able to pull out. Yeah. Oh god. Even the boat captain wasn't able to sort out his thing. I know, you just have such a connection with these people, and there are so many, and then you just see all of them die. I mean, to be fair, at least they're not, you know, Angie's family, but it still must be really sad. I can see this. Yeah, this whole time. God, that's horrible. Yeah, and, you know, to do anything he can to help, to, you know, satisfy the feelings of somebody who is feeling in a mutual stance. It's really nice that he's doing that. That's probably true. Oh my god, I know it's a... That is actually very true. Oh my god, no, I see that. Holy fuck. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, that's awful. That must be such an absurd regret. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, if he hadn't been hesitant to go out just because of a little wind. You couldn't have possibly known. No. And if anything, he was prioritizing his safety, but yeah, that kind of led to the death of everyone. Yeah, well, it led to the death of 12. Sorry, 11. 6 were already dead. Uryu, you shouldn't say things like that. Yeah. I know, I'm sure that's pained the boat captain constantly until today. Agreed, yeah. They have been, yeah. Apparently, they truly have been right in the middle of a typhoon on October the 5th. Yeah. Oh my god, that's horrible. So, obviously, you could have easily refused the boat journey, but at the same time, like, you would just cause complications for yourself. And also, they would, you know, why would somebody, like, ever accept a refusal? Especially when they have motive to overthrow Kraus. Like, no way. It's never going to happen. It's just an impossible situation, but of course you can't help but feel guilty. Of course. Just because of a little wind. It's literally a typhoon. That's a death wish. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. But the family have been very persistent about the date of their conference, which had been determined beforehand. Yep, it was only natural. Yeah, definitely, yeah. So it would be so inconvenient for them if it was actually twisted. Yeah, it was only natural. All the relatives had been very busy at the time, and they came to the family conference only after arranging their schedules beforehand. Oh, yeah. And they are very fussy on the date, and also their schedules. This is the only day that aligns with all of them. It was probably, and no, not as aligned, but the day they've arranged. It was probably a situation where they couldn't easily push it back to the next week just because the typhoon was approaching. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it was nobody's fault. Nobody could have possibly known about this. It wasn't the boat captain's fault. But perhaps you could say that he wasn't so irresponsible that he could place the blame wholly on the typhoon. But the only thing is, I mean, this is fair enough. But at the same time, when do you ever think... He's been doing the family conferences for years. When is he ever going to think, oh, maybe these people could get all serially killed? I mean, it's just absurd. He couldn't have possibly known. Yeah, certainly, just as these two said, there's no doubt that the boat captain has been dragging the events of 12 years ago along with him this whole time. Agreed, yeah. And by taking me, the last member of the Ushidomi line, to the island, and bringing me back safely. Oh my god, I know, yeah, fair, yeah, he might be trying to find some resolution for his past. Maybe that's why he so enthusiastically does it, really. This guy just so looks like a sailing captain, they've just really done a good job with the sprite. What's his name again? Kawabata. Yeah. It sounds like Harawata. Which means his entrails. Miwen Sasori no Harawata. In other words, scorpion entrails. That's the song that is a really menacing organ song that plays whenever something evil is happening. In Umineko. Yeah. boat is supposed to return just after
そ
noon.
れからあんたを六軒島へ案内するから到着は夕方前になるだろ
Cool. I'll guide you to Rokkenjima after that, so we should arrive before evening.
う電気も明かりもない島だ
Oh shit, yeah, it's an island without electricity or
あま
lights.
り長いはできんぞ
Fair, yeah, you won't be able to stay for long.
その程度の上陸であんたの気は済むかね
Will you be satisfied with a landing that short?
長い舌から何かの気が済むというものでもありませんし、
Yeah, there's nothing that would make me more satisfied by staying
船を
longer.
出してもらえるだけでも感謝します。
Yeah, that's nice. That really is. I'm grateful just to have you take me there.
うんすまんな
God, yeah, he really does sound pained. Yeah, don't
わ
mention
し
it.
が船を手放していなければケチなことを言わず好きなだけ島へ案内してやれるんだが
Oh God, yeah, if I hadn't parted with my boat, I'd be able to guide you to the island as much as you liked. Without being stingy. It's not like I have a goal of doing something in particular on Rokkenjima. God, I mean, actually seeing this and seeing all of the sights as well, I mean, that's going to be so absurdly odd. That really is, and you know, seeing everybody's bodies potentially, I don't know. Well, maybe not the bodies, but the crime scenes. It's going to be weird, so I'll be there during the evening. The evening, which straddles the two different worlds of day and night. Yeah, it seemed almost like a borderline between this world and the next. Possibly 1998 and 1996. That is really interesting. And it felt like the most fitting time to visit Rokkenjima. Coincidentally, she is actually visiting it on the twilight. I do wonder if anything's actually going to happen to her, or if she's going to see anybody, i.e. witches or demons. Because it's not fully impossible. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, it's just as if the times are going to cross over and she's going to be basically revisiting what she should have seen in 1986 and 1998. It's not like I have anything in particular to do there. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. I do wonder what's actually going to happen when she's there. What is she going to do? Where's she going to go? Just staying there for a few hours should be enough for me to find some closure. Oh, that's quite surprising. Yeah, at that time there was a small knock on the paper sliding door. Paper sliding door, what? And Amakusa stuck his head in, tapping his watch. I nodded back and told him about how I had succeeded in reserving a boat for tomorrow.
それは良かった。
That's great. Oh my god, I know,
そろ
yeah.
そろ
It's
参りま
great.
しょう。
It's about time for us to go.
船長、明日はよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, I'll be counting on you for tomorrow, Captain.
ああ任せておけ
Yeah, that's good. Sure, leave it to me.
お前さんたちの難儀な事情も聞いとる
Yeah, he would want to only help her as much as possible. I've heard all about what you guys have gone
わし
through.
も当時のワイドショーを見ていて
Oh my-
面白半分に
oh yeah.
事件をかき回す連中に虫唾が走っとったもんだ
Yeah, it's so honestly said as well. He's really ticking the right boxes. Yeah, I also watched the talk shows at the time and was just disgusted by the people who stirred up the incident.
協力は惜しまんよ。
Oh, I know it's horrible. Yeah, I'll help out any way I can.
あり
Good,
がとうござい
yeah.
ます。
Thank you very much.
それでは明日お昼に
Then we'll see you noon tomorrow.
これ
I'm here.
船代に
Oh, the fare for the boat. And she took a wrapped wad of, oh my god, 10,000 yen bills from her pocket. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the boat captain should have noticed its sickness as well. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but he paid it absolutely no interest and shook his head.
わしはお前さんに感謝しとるよ
The fact that Angie is actually offering that much money, though, it's surprising. It really is. Like, that could potentially be, like, maybe next to 500,000 or maybe 100,000 at the very least. I don't know, I'm grateful
こ
to
れ
you.
は天のお導きだ
This is a sign from the
あん
heavens.
たを六軒島へ連れて行きそして無事に連れ帰る最後のチャンスをくださったんだ
I've been given a final chance to take you to Rokkenjima and bring you back
わし
safely.
は金蔵さんに任されていた最後の仕事を
Oh,
今
that's interesting.
ようやく終えることができる。
Now I'll be able to finish the final job Kinzo-san entrusted
だ
me
か
with.
らあんたには感謝してる。
I suppose that's just the transportation. I'm surprised that this guy has talked to Kinzo though, genuinely. But it does make sense. So I'm grateful to you.
金は当時の金蔵さんからたらふくもらってる。
That's interesting. I got more than enough money from
あんたから
Kinzo-san back
取れん
then.
よ。
That's interesting. Thank you very much. Sumadera.
階段足元に気をつけてな。
Interesting little parts here. Right, what's your step on the
急
stairs?
だぞ。
Oh, it's steep. Right, I might just take a break for a sec. Let's just read about Kawabata. Yeah, I see. Oh, that is interesting. He never said anything. That could potentially be indicative of the fact that he knows. Who knows? What's this guy's name again? Sawakichi. Right. Interesting. Maybe he knows more than he's letting on. Right, BRB. Right, okay. Once you step on the stairs, it's steep. I went down the steep staircase. There was a... That's dangerous if this guy's nearly retired or very old. Yeah, I went down the steep staircase. That was the exact opposite of accessible. God, yeah. It was getting hard to believe that there was actually a chest of drawers and a TV in the room upstairs. Oh my god. Wow. Jesus Christ. This is weird. Most of the first floor was a bedding store. Oh, yeah, because I forgot he had, well, I mean, obviously he has a store which actually sells, you know, sleeping requirements, but god, if it's really inaccessible, then that's not very good. I mean, isn't that, like, really bad for business, having the first floor with nothing that is indicative of your stock, and then having inaccessible staircases, and then actually going here? That is weird. I wonder if Angie's actually going to buy something from here. Maybe. Most of the first floor was a bedding store. Oh, right, yeah. With many futons piled up on each other. That looks so cool. Whoever did this did an amazing job in terms of drawing. We weaved our way through the crumpled futon shop, and after cautiously checking around outside, Amakusa dashed out first and started up the car.
孫の部屋が空いとる。
My grandchild's room is empty.
泊まって行っても構わんのに。
Yeah, I think they should. They should, it's the least risky. I really wouldn't mind if you stayed there.
見ての通り、布団なら有り余っとるぞ。
Yeah, as you see, we've got plenty of extra
あ
futons.
りがとうございます。
Thanks a lot for the offer.
万一の時、ご迷惑はかけられませんので。
Oh, yeah, that's understandable actually, but where would they go? That's what I don't really get. But this way, even if the unexpected happens, you won't be bothered.
事情は知らんが、 相当な厄介に巻き込まれてるよ
Yeah,
う
she
だな。
has, yeah. I don't know the details, but it seems you've been caught up in a lot of trouble.
うさんくさい連中が人探しをしていると噂になっとる。
There's a rumor that some suspicious people are searching for
あん
someone.
たのことじゃないのかね？
I wonder if she's gonna say it. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
そう。
Yeah, good move. Who knows? Yeah, don't trust anybody. Yeah. Angie played it dumb, but it looked as though the boat captain had guessed. Yeah,
わ
it's
しは
pretty obvious.
六軒島を目指す客人を送り届け、そして迎えに行き、連れ帰ることが仕事だった。
My job is to take guests to Rokkenjima and bring them back again.
その仕事を12年前に中断したまま、
Oh
ま
yeah,
だ
I
終え
like
てない
that. That job was put on hold 12 years ago and it still hasn't
だから
ended.
わしはあんたのおかげでその仕事をようやく終えることができるんだ。
Yeah, I suppose maybe he just has some sort of, work ethic spirit that is actually making it so that his guilt is worse because of the fact that he wasn't actually able to finish his job that amount of time ago, 12 years ago. Who knows? Hmm.
だから
So listen.
わしにその仕事を終えさせてくれよ。
Yeah, let me finish this job.
分か
Okay?
ってるな。
Do you understand? Yeah, make it so that she doesn't die before he actually, has the job finished. Before he actually has the opportunity to take Angie there.
ええ。
Yeah.
別に私は死にに行くんじゃない。
Yeah, it's not like I'm going there to die. God, that's horrible. It's just so horrible. It's so unbelievably horrible that somebody actually has to go through thinking like this. Yeah, but part of me does feel that if I could die on that island, I'd surely be able to go with my family. Yes. I've finally become aware of it. Oh God, no, don't! Oh my God. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I do kind of get why she would actually think, dying is probably the best option in her life at the moment. Yeah, I mean, life of total misery that isn't going to go away anytime soon. And also the fact that, she's now going to have the stress of job. Well, no, she won't. But, still always the stress of being a fugitive. She has money sorted out, but, no happiness and constantly on the run. Yeah, I can see this. And, obviously not being allowed to ever relax and, always having this in her life. And, like she said, not being able to live the last 12 years of her life because of the fact that, this has been making it worse and decreasing her enjoyment, really. And totally ruining it. Yeah, I might be planning to die on that island. I might have come all this way, heading towards the Rokkenjima, in search of a place to die. God. Yeah, the boat captain had guessed that as well. Yeah, that's nice, yeah. Yeah. Very subtly as well, that's the nice thing. That's why it's effective. That's why he repeatedly told me not to die.
ええ。死にません。
Yeah, I won't die.
約束します。
I promise. Yeah, that's
そも
nice.
そも私、
After all.
どうして六軒島に行かなくてはならないのかの目的さえ、
Yeah,
未だにあやふやなんですから。
I'm still not sure if there's any reason why I need to go to Rokkenjima.
いや、目的はきっとある。
Yeah, she doesn't really know it herself, but she just wants to make it so that there's... I think it's just so that she can, it's obvious about the investigation, just to feel as if, she has done it and there is something that she hasn't slacked off on. And so that she can feel connected to her family a little bit more, having visited the place after, they've died, really. God, that's going to be so horrible for her.
Oh
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, even if there isn't one for you, there is one for them.
島があんたを呼んだ。
The island called
だ
you.
からあんたはここまで来たんだ。
That's why you came here.
そうかもしれませんね。
That might be true.
私は呼ばれたのかもしれない。
I might have been called. I was called. Maybe by Burn. For what reason? For them. Father. Oh god, yeah. Batara Nichan. And Mario Nechan. Yeah. Yeah, or maybe the Golden Witch. Beatrice. What is on Rokkenjima? Yeah, and what would I achieve? That is interesting. Yeah, just a real lack of direction, really. I think it's being overwhelmed at the fact that, you know, the conspiracy is one that is so great that, you know, is she really going to be able to find anything? Is she really going to be able to achieve anything? I mean, even though she doesn't really know what she's actually doing there and why she's going out of her way this much for it, at least, like, you know, Kawabata's saying, you know, you're going to become at closer terms with your family and you're going to be so much more, you know, just almost as if she's going to be able to connect with them, really. Yeah. I really wonder what she's going to achieve as well. Oh no. Oh wait, that's probably Amakusa's car. Devil's proof though, you can't fully tell. There was a sound of a car stopping in front of the store and a short honk could be heard. God, I hope this is not a trap. Then I'll see you tomorrow. If you'll excuse me. Yep. Wandered between the stacks of futons in the cramped store. I was able to go outside. Then my feet stopped. What is it? What is that? That? What? What are you talking about? Trembling all over, I pointed at it. Magical sign. Oh my fucking god. But no matter how much the boat captain squinted, he noticed absolutely nothing in that direction. That should have surprised me. That must mean there's something magical and that's still there. Impossible. Why? Enji. What does it mean? Yeah, good question. Yeah, what's going on here? I don't have a clue either. There's no way something that ridiculous. Is this magic? A miracle? Yes, this is probably fun. Now I understand. This, what has she seen? This is my mission. Don't have a clue what. Shaking, I pointed to the thin darkness inside the store and froze up. Yeah, my god, what is it? This is really, really weird. I wonder what she's actually seen. It sounds like something hopeful. Yeah, so what's actually made her understand what her mission actually is? What is it? Yeah, you see something there, don't you? I don't see anything. Yeah, what is it you see? Thank you, Captain. Everything. Was fun. Is it Burn Castle that she's seen? Even me visiting this place was fate. This is. This is the mission and the purpose that I'm going to Rokkenjima for. Enji-san? What is it? Is something wrong? Yeah, this is really weird. I wonder what she's actually seen. It's actually made her realise why she's going to Rokkenjima. Maybe it's like, I don't know, the faces of her family or something like that. I don't know. I don't have a clue
お
either.
嬢ちゃんが暗がりを指さしたまま固まっちまったんだ。
I know, that must look so weird.
Enji さん、
Just,
大丈夫ですか？
are you okay?
何が見えるんですか？
Yeah, what can you see?
あなたたちには見えないの？
They can't. Can't you two see it?
それよそれ。
Is that right there?
見えないの？
Can't you see it? God, what is it?
見えるのは
Oh my
ただの
God.
陳列棚です。
Yeah, all I can see is a normal display case.
誰も言いやしませんぜ。
There's no one there, right? What does she see?
エンジ僕には何が何だかわからないよ。
I don't know what's going on.
これは夢なの？
Maybe it's fate because of the fact that she's seeing herself in the future? Is this a dream?
魔法なの？
Magic?
どういうことなの？
What is it?
エンジ
Sakutaro lifted his face towards Angie. From his eyes... slid a single tear.
エンジ様
Just some...
理解したわ。
I understand.
お姉ちゃん、そして
And
ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice.
無理。
Is it ever Beatrice? This is magic, isn't it? Oh my god, what has she seen? God, what is it? Oh fuck, no way! Did it not actually show us? Is it not going to show us what it actually is that we are seeing? God, I hope we're going to see it. Oh my god. What was this? What the fuck has actually made her realise? Something that is very magical that obviously everyone else can't see. What is it that would be fate, apart from maybe she saw herself dead or something ridiculous like that? I don't know, it's impossible to tell it. It quite literally could be anything. Is this going to be... who is it going to be?
テストって。
Ooh, okay, yep. You've piqued my interest. Thank you. Thank you. My god, I really wonder what this actually is. Test. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yes.
よく聞きなさい。
Listen well. Once again, there was a call from Kraus to the guest house. Yeah, and the message was that Kinzo wanted to hold a test to see if the grandchildren have the qualifications to become a
当
successor.
主様は次期当主をお
Yep.
父さんたちの兄弟からではなく
The head has said that his successor will not be one of us siblings.
孫たちの中から選びたいと
Yep.
そうおっしゃっている。
Of course he's getting Kraus to do it, doesn't actually have the guts to say it through his own mouth, but I suppose that will make it so that his potential appearance, will be more scary. From Kraus's restrained style of speech, Jessica realised as his daughter that... Yeah, interesting, that he was being forced to speak. Oh god. Oh yes, and she was forced to realise that the hostages were being exposed to danger even now. And that if they refused this test, there was a possibility that the hostages would be harmed. Yeah, they have to accept it, yeah. Then...
それで私たちはどうすればいい？
yeah, what should we do? Indeed.
待て。
Hold on. Oh. Kraus put down the receiver, then looked at the grinning... Oh, Jesus. Kinzo on the other side of the... Yeah, it's all fun for you, isn't it? Kinzo gave his next order. Oh,
テス
fuck.
ト
What
の
is it?
前に無関係なものを排除しなくてはならない。
Before the test, those not involved must be removed.
ゴーダと熊沢がそこにいるのである。
No. Oh, no. Is that a way to actually get them to be teleported out? Oh, fuck. Goda and Kumasawa are there, I
テ
believe.
ストに干渉されては邪魔なの
Oh,
だ
shit.
な。
That does not give me good feelings. Where are they going to go? Are they going to become sacrifices? It'll be a problem if they interfere with
彼
the
ら
test.
をゲストハウスより追
Oh
放
my
せ。
god. That's absurd. Banish them from the guest house. Jesus Christ.
追放ですか。
Don't question it. Just do it. He may kill you. He literally has power over your life. Banish, you say?
バラ庭園に園芸倉庫があったはず。
There should be a gardening storehouse in the rose garden.
そこへゴーダと
Jesus
熊沢を閉じ込めて施錠せよ。
Lock Gorda and Kumasawa in there.
まずはそれ
Jesus,
か
you're
ら。
weird. We'll begin from there.
直ちに遂行するように伝えよ。
Tell them to do it immediately.
我が文具たちが監視する。
Oh god, my weapons will be watching.
疑わしい行為に及べば、テストは直
Jesus
ちに中
fucking
止し、
Christ.
お前たちすべてを生贄として処刑する。
You are mad. My weapons will be watching. Yeah, my weapons. I like that you use the noun weapons. My weapons will be watching. If they happen to do anything questionable, I'll instantly stop the test and execute all of you as sacrifice. Jesus Christ.
わかりました。
Yeah, I understand.
もしもしジェシカ。
Hello, Jessica.
今から父さんの言うことをよく聞きなさい。
Yeah, listen closely to what that's absurd. I just genuinely can't believe that, it's so odd that, you want to completely isolate the kids and you want to lock these people up. Yeah, you want to create a closed room. Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know. Being part of Beatrice's game. God, that's absurd. Kraus relayed the orders to lock up Gorda and Kumasawa. Yeah.
どんなテストをなさるつもりですか？
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. What kind of test are you planning? I feel like it's going to be one that could involve death as a means of, failure.
ああ、実に簡単なテストだと思う。
Well, simple to you, you're a genius. It truly is a simple test.
孫たちの覚悟を見せてもらうだけ
Yeah,
だ。
that's scary. Yeah, it truly is a simple test. I only want my grandchildren to show me their result.
さて、
Oh,
どんな
Jesus.
結果を見せてくれるの？
Yeah, I do not like that whatsoever. Well then, I wonder what kind of results they'll show me. Yeah, and I don't like that either. Yeah, looking disgusted, Kiria watched over Kraus, who was talking with the children. Yeah, fair, yeah. Oh my god, I know that's so true. Yeah, I hate it, but for now we cannot refuse orders. In this dungeon, a feeble resistance won't amount to anything. Yeah. If we provoke him too much and drive him into a position where he might kill us, there will no longer be any way to stop this murderer. Yeah, agreed. For now, the only choice left is to obey his rules without agitating him. True. All the while waiting for an opportunity. That's interesting. Yeah, an opportunity for potential escape. Oh, I don't know. It's not likely with the demons, who can literally teleport you into anywhere. However, if we continue to obediently follow his commands, yeah, they might die. Oh my god, I know, that's the worst thing. Is it you or your kids? What do you do? Yeah, the children might be attacked in this so-called test, and they might even lose their lives. I know, yeah, whether we find obedience or try to resist, nothing will cause this situation to improve. Anyway, straining our eyes so that we don't let a single chance escape until the very end. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Always be on the lookout so that if anything comes to light or any opportunities arise, then you fucking get out of there. Anyway, yeah, so in the situation where, for example, I don't know, like Gorda and Kumasawa escaped, if there's an opportunity to escape, you do it, and you don't become a sacrifice. While telling her this, Kiria, herself this, Kiria watched over Kraus as he delivered Kinzo's orders. Yeah, and it is just really quite interesting to think that, you know, it's so hopeless, and no matter what they do, the situation is never going to improve, because it's either them dying or their kids dying. So, you know, the only thing they can actually do is make it so that, I suppose they just look for an opportunity to escape, and then maybe make the situation better for themselves, not for their kids, though. They're probably gonna fucking die. But, okay. Yeah, because the less sacrifices there are here, the more kids that are going to be killed, let's be honest here. To make up for the numbers. That is, if the kids don't actually show an opportunity for their head to be given to them. God, I love how much you can... No, I don't love, I hate how much you can take that out of context. But I love it because it's funny. Kirie-san. Yeah, let us be patient. Agreed, yeah.
分かってるわ悔しいけれど今は待つしかない
Yeah, agreed, yeah, it's unfortunate, but all we can do now is wait.
この鉄格子さえなんとかできれば私たちは屋敷へ戻ることができるんだから
Oh my god, I know, but could you really? With a demon-like gap? Yeah, if only we could do something about these bars, we would be able to return to the mansion. If only we could somehow get out of here. I'll try something. Kinzo-san, I have a request. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what it could be. What is it, my friend?
金蔵さんが子供たちを試したいというのはよくわかった。
We understand well that you want to test the children.
金蔵さんの納得のいくようにするといい。
It is fine for you to do as you desire.
金蔵さんの力がなければとっくに潰れていたかもしれない後ろ宮家だ。
Without your power, the Ushinomiya family might have been destroyed long
その
ago.
担い手を慎重に選びたい気持ちよくわかる。
Yeah, so being sycophantic, why? Where's the demand? We truly understand why you want to carefully select the person who will take
そ
charge.
れにそのための親族会議だ。
God, besides, that is what the family conference is all about.
私らが邪魔はせんよ。
We won't get in your way. I do wonder what he's actually trying to do. Is he just trying to please Kinzo so that the chances of him just killing them out of rage is less? I wonder. Your insight is useful. That's right, this is the family conference. Yeah. The final family conference where I will select my successor. Oh my god, I know, yeah. Jesus Christ. How do you laugh like that? Alright, this is where the demand kicks in, and yet Kinzo-san. It is far too cold here. Oh, that's nice. That's brilliant, yeah. Oh, you are smart. Yeah, since we won't interfere with your test, could you take us to a slightly warmer place? And Nanjo's words, the slight signs that Kinzo's mood had been improving were blown away. Oh yeah, that must be scary, yeah. Nanjo was stopped with a moment of silence as Kinzo gazed at him with dangerous eyes as though appraising. Yeah, I mean, my god, if you had a look of disapproval from a man as crazy as this, I mean, that must be terrifying. Certainly, this place is cold. Yeah, that's good, it's tough on an old body. Master. Oh yeah, good one. I think Warigiria, I feel like even though she helped Beatrice, well, she helped Beatrice, that's all we need to know. But at the same time, I don't know, I just kind of get the impression that she does have more of a general glance on human rights. I don't know, and I just want to learn her true character. I really, really do, because it's so hard for me to tell whether she's a good or bad person, because there are so many insights that would give me indication that she's a good person, but similarly, that she's a bad person. Whoa. Yeah, of course. Kinzo doesn't know what the words human rights mean. Can't do that. God, are you naive, Nanjo? Yeah, he's probably seen through it. Yeah, so by acting as though you'll skip this turn. Yeah, he has. You'll truly and splendidly... Yeah, splendidly advance your strategy. I'm not falling for that, you see. Oh, Jesus. Well, to be fair, I mean, if you made it so that the coals were only red hot and they weren't on fire and they weren't actually spreading anywhere, and that you had, like, I don't know, a few in a place that nobody could get, I mean, the heat could in theory dissipate and travel, and then it could in theory, I don't know, warm up the entire room. But I think that's a little bit absurd. What if somebody accidentally steps on it? That's not going to be a mistake they could take back. God. My apologies. Yeah. Why did Gideon try to help out, but in the end, Kinzo will not comply? That is interesting. You two sure? Oh no, I agree. Yeah, you two sure are obedient. How? If you felt like it, you could easily break these bars. Yeah, but I think if somebody like you is waiting for them outside, I don't really think that's going to be, like, with any point. Ah, that's interesting. That really is interesting. Agreed. Yeah. That's interesting. That really, really is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. Escape is nothing. Well, that's interesting. If you were to break these, it would mean the end of the Goldsmith's game. Oh, yeah, understandable. Isn't that ironic? Trying to escape would only make it so that more people were killed. And obviously you'd probably be screwed yourself as well. If you were to break these, it would mean the end of Goldsmith's game. All of you, as well as those humans in the guest house, would immediately become sacrifices for Kinzo's ceremony. But surprisingly, you two might be the only ones, yes? Yeah, temptation, I see. Perhaps only you two hold the power to break out of this situation, right? Oh, you're poisonous. You want to reach the Golden Land, don't you? You must have many dreams that you want granted, right? Yeah. Oh, you go, Kanon. Don't you dare. Be convinced, Gap. Oh, you mustn't provoke them. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, fair enough, actually. This is not your game. Fair, yeah. It was never Kinzo's game before, because obviously he was just a piece, but now he is. Because of the fact that there is more magical power, he is one of the most significant. Oh god. He's probably not going to tell what Gap has actually done though. Let's be honest.
いえいえ何も
So true. Oh no, nothing.
捕虜とおしゃべりをしていました
Well, that is kind of true. We were talking to the
お許
prisoners.
しを
That is true though. That's the funny thing. Forgive us. Gap sent one final. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, Gap sent one final sneering smile at Kanon, then turned away. Yeah, understandable. I mean, my god, obviously, he really... No, I kind of get the impression that he realises his desires are being totally toyed with, but obviously he feels as if, you know, he's just really annoyed at this person for mocking them. Yeah. Kanon could only bite his lower lip and shake his fists. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Damn it. You did well. Oh my god, yeah, that must have been hard. Yeah, good job hanging in there. Maybe he has a really bad history with Gap. I don't know. We're powerless. Because we're furniture. No, I do see what he means actually. Like, he has the full magical power to actually break out of there, but they can't do it because of the fact that they're servants and they have to remain loyal, and obviously they'll be killed if they don't. That's horrible. Yeah, just admitting that even though you have the power, it must be awful. It really must be. That's right, we're powerless. However, furniture is sometimes relied on and even loved. Right now, we've only been stored away in the basement. God, that's horrible. Surely one day someone will love us. Because they'll rely on us. Yeah, good one, yeah. That's why for now, let's ignore their provocation and bear with it, okay? Father. Yeah. I've ordered them to lock up Gorda and Kumasawa in the storehouse. Very well. Hang up now. Oh no, Chiesta sisters. Oh god. Yeah. Instant death if that doesn't happen. Holy shit. Oh god, that's really bad. That is really bad, and all the kids will be executed, and also probably everybody here will as well. If they do anything suspicious, then in that moment the selection test for my successor will be over. When Kinzo made his order, the Chiesta sisters appeared behind him in a line. Understood, sir. I will scout. 556. Ooh. That's the fourth Chiesta sister. Oh my god. 556 and 410 will cover both flanks. 45, you're on wide area surveillance. God, it's like a proper fucking military operation. I love that. Zero, zero. 556 is... Oh, that's right. Sorry. Wait, has she died? She was a good kid. Oh god. That's why I don't like them. Oh god. Has she actually disobeyed her orders, so she's been killed? Oh my god. Jesus, look how ominous that dungeon looks. Holy shit, what are you doing, Chiesta sisters? Oh yeah, fair follow my... God. My apologies, sir.
監視に向かうであります。
Then let us go observe.
出撃。
Move out. Oh my god. So it looks like 556 has been killed. I wonder. The GSSs erase their forms simultaneously. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, how can they deny anything now? It's not just a cheap trick. No way. Nanjo and Kiria had witnessed the instance they appeared and disappeared as if by teleportation. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, but they interpreted this as moving in and out of the darkness in a way that only looked like teleportation. Yeah, because even though they have no belief in magic, they have to deny what they have objectively seen. And the two could do nothing but rub their eyes. Well then. I shall begin the preparations for the test. Nonove. God, the way he says their names. God, that's not going to be very unbiased. I'm asking you to be the examiners. God. That's really good, actually. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Wadagiria, you'll watch these rats. God, yeah. After all, 2 of my furniture are here. Just in case, be on your guards. Yeah, he glanced at Shannon and Kanon. Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah, tightly closing her eyes, Shannon gave a silent bow and answered wordlessly, avoiding any unnecessary actions. Certainly. I'll be careful. Yeah. Oh, you bitch. She's gonna try and make her give in to temptation. Isn't this cold hard on your body, Leah? Oh, I'm impressed. Nope. Way to piss her off. Shouldn't I bring you a hot water bottle? She can magic one. Yeah, these people hate each other. Shut up. Go quickly. Gap. You kinda shortened her name there. Wait, let's see the Japanese real quick. If there's no line. Yeah. Oh boy, somebody's pissed off. Because there's meant to be a line after the GA. Oh my god, I know, yeah. It is weird. Wow, what a strange experience this game is, to have a test and examiners. Oh yeah, it will. It will. I do hope this development entertains me, Lady. Oh shit. Come rise, goat attendant. Oh god. I love that there's one behind her, that's hilarious. Wadagiria began to cool out into the darkness, and from that spot, 3 massive goat-headed attendants suddenly appeared. Yep, suddenly. Oh, Beatrice's minions. Yeah, how convenient. Plus, it seems so warm. What? See, so you use them instead of a hot water bottle? In that case, wouldn't sheep have been better than goats? Oh, that is fair. Is that cashmere? What? You're the one who's wearing cashmere. What was that analogy about cashmere? Oh my god. It was like using someone to do something would be as pointless as mopping a floor with cashmere. I forgot about that. Using some sort of really powerful person. I forgot. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's hilarious. Is she actually using them to warm herself up? Bruh. It's unfair for everyone else. That'd be really funny. I'm gonna warm you up, but if you do anything out of order, I will fucking kill you. They aren't very bright, but they faithfully follow orders and are quite dependable. Indeed, I leave it to you. Yeah, my friend Wadagiria. The rest of you follow me. With a dignified gesture, Kinzo fluttered his cloak. Yeah, following him were Donovan and Gap. That doesn't sound very good. Oh, somebody's not going to be warm. As well as the 3 recently summoned goat attendants. Yeah, hey, you 3 are supposed to wait here with me. Don't follow them. Oh no, they aren't bright at all. The goats jumped in surprise and then came tottering back. Kiria, who had been watching stunned as all of this played out. Understandable, yeah, I couldn't help but snort. Oh my god, I know. The fact that you can actually say that so casually is just so wrong and weird. Or entertaining underlook.
ゴールドスミス卿より死後の許可は与えられていませんよ。
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Bruh, Lord Goldsmith did not give you permission to speak. She was probably about, oh no, I see that. That's why she's not fully confidently saying it. She looks embarrassed. Mighty Gideon had spoken coolly, but Gideon saw through that. And for a little while, she couldn't restrain her muffled up. That's hilarious. Why the fuck is my video playing? That's really weird. Hang on a second, I've got to unplug my earphones and plug them back in again. Okay, right, I'm back now. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay, I will tell you what has happened to me. So, I'm hearing the sub bass in this, and I'm thinking that somebody... No, it's... I don't know. Fuck. Oh, but I'm thinking... Oh, no. The sub bass is just really distracting me, and I thought it was some sort of low frequency problem with my earphones. But no, it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. That must have looked hilarious. I can see why Kidia would laugh at that. Yeah, she was probably embarrassed. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, and it's really, really scary. I mean, if there is this amount of security, what the hell is actually going to happen? Genuinely. However, on the inside, Kiria was a bit surprised at the number of people Kinzo had with him. After all, including Kinzo himself. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, at least 10 enemies had already been spotted. So, Kinzo, Wadagiria, one of their gap, 3 goats. Wait, hang on a second. No, so 6 in terms of goats and chesters. And then, yeah, Kinzo, Wadagiria, gap. And all of their, so, yeah, 10. Yeah. Yeah, at least 10 enemies had already been spotted. Yeah, it's scary. And 10 of those enemies are literally leading, 9 of them, sorry, are leading to the kids. That's the scary thing. The dungeon they were currently locked in was supposedly underneath a hidden mansion called Kuwadorian. Although this mansion had been whispered of, not even Krause had, I know, not known of its existence until today. Somebody who's been living there for their entire, well, nearly their entire life. Yes, that is a good question. And there are actually several facilities like this on Dock Enjima, where many unknown henchmen that only Kinzo knows of hide. No, they don't hide, they're teleported there, but of course Kiria would think that because obviously teleportation is impossible in the real human world. Just how many humans are on Dock Enjima, locked away by the typhoon? Yeah, that is an interesting question. No, on the contrary. Oh, that is a really interesting question. Again, it's a devil's proof, you can't actually answer it. Yeah, were we the only ones under the impression that there were only 18 people on this island? That is interesting. Were we, who bickered over whether Beatrice existed or not, and worried about whether a 19 person existed or not? A 19 person. 19 person, oh yes, good grammar. I see that. Nothing more than the frogs in the well on this island. No wait, not only that. But now, are there actually more people on the enemy side than on ours? Yes. Maybe not. Wait, let's actually count. So, no, I don't know. Because then you've got to get the question, like, for example, Burn, is she an enemy or a friend? Because obviously you've got to count the people who are not on the island who are in the game board as well. God, seeing KDS scared as opposed to really, really composed, that's something rare. Just what the hell is going on? Which is demons magic. Yeah, interesting that she is not following the rules of Kinzo's, you know, expectations at all. She doesn't care. And good for her, to be honest. Are you telling us to believe in those? Are my eyes screwed up or is it just my head? Fair enough, yeah, I think I'm losing it. A mass murder by magic. Yeah, demons forming and disappearing into thin air. Setting aside the enemy's numbers. Oh my god, I know, yeah, I like that, yeah, setting aside the enemy's numbers. How should we interpret, yeah, how did the enemies have such big numbers? There's something you can't explain with human causes. Setting aside the enemy's numbers, how should we interpret the various things thrust before our eyes that cannot be explained with the common sense of our world? Understandable. Yeah, Kiria started to feel like she didn't know what was going on anymore. Jesus, I know, yeah. Kiria started to feel like she didn't know what was going on anymore, and while desperately battling the urge to abandon everything and give up, God, that must be hard, yeah. She grit her teeth and tried to hold on to her sanity. And this is the worst thing, I mean, obviously she's trying to hold on to false hopes, but at the same time, it's an entirely hopeless situation, let's be honest. I think if anybody dies, you know, people are going to die no matter what you think. If the kids die, then there's going to be nobody that's going to be the head, so either 5 people are going to be spared, or everyone is going to die. This is a very interesting question. What if the same thing or something similar is happening with some sort of witch-like location? There are so many of locations off Rokkenjima that we couldn't possibly know about, though. Oh my god, there are so many characters that I know of that I really wonder whether they could have one connection. Right, I'll be a spoiler. Right, a little spoiler. Right, the characters in the episode 7/8 painting. Those are the people I'm really, really interested in. End of spoiler. I'm like a blimmin' announcement. Tannoy. Yeah, it is interesting that she's just totally losing it because of the fact that nothing can be explained with the knowledge of her world. And it does make sense, especially in such a stressful situation. This is going to be interesting. What's next? Is it the test? Be careful of the examiners. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, this is where they were locked up in. Yeah, this is where the, you know, obviously murders of episode 1 happened. That's hilarious. God, what a bloody ruthless and, you know, creepy location that makes it so that, you know, there's no consideration of their rights or anything. They're just considered an inconvenience that needs to be locked up. It doesn't matter where. Jesus Christ. Obviously, Gorda and Kumasawa were quite unwilling to be unlocked in the Rose Garden chair. I know, yeah. Yeah, that would make them want to do it. They're both nice people. But they were threatened that, if they resisted, the hostages' safety could not be guaranteed. It was fairly hard to get them to agree. But once they started thinking that their safety might actually be guaranteed if the key to the gardening storehouse was to be handed to them after being shut inside. And when it was decided that blankets and food would be carried in for them. Yeah, fair, they were finally convinced. God, I wonder what they're going to talk about.
ここは寒々しいですね。
Fair, yeah, this place is pretty chilly.
私たちはいつまでここ
Oh
に
my
閉じ込
god,
め
I
ら
know.
れていればいい
I
の
know,
で
that's
し
the
ょうか。
worst thing. You know, how long will you actually have to... Yeah, God, that's a bad question.
下手をすると月曜の朝まで
Jesus,
丸々
I know.
一昼夜はいてもら
I
う
know,
こと
that's
に
the
なるかも
horrible
しれな
thing.
い。
You know, if they're not actually killed, they could potentially be locked in here forever and forced to die like that. God, that's a really scary thought. It could be as late as Monday morning at the worst, so a full day and night.
本当に
Oh my
お
god.
二人には申し訳なく思うよ。
Yeah, but the only thing is if he doesn't do this, everyone's dead. Genuinely. Yeah, God, yeah. It could be as late as Monday morning as the worst, so yeah. Yeah, Jaws and Battler cleared up a space on the floor, then spread blankets there. Yeah, at least they have food and blankets. Yeah. They also left the canned food, crackers, and other light snacks they brought. Yeah, that's really nice of them. They can still do it. They can still do it. It will be hard for you guys to go until Monday with just this. Oh, I see that. If only we could make a trip to the kitchen.
余計な場所には行くなと言われてる。
Agreed, yeah, they said not to go anywhere we weren't told to.
私たちは監視されてるらしいしな。
Yeah, ironic that. Yeah, sounds like we're being watched. Damn. God, yeah, that must be horrible. Oh my god, I really hope that nobody gives in to their desire to avenge somebody. Because they will die. They will. The Chiesa sisters are insta-kills.
何もお力になれないことを申し訳なく思います。
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm honestly sorry that we cannot be
こ
of
んな
any
時
use.
に皆さんのおそばにいてこそ
Oh
の
my god, no, I see that, yeah, as servants. That is fair, yeah. And these are the times where we truly are supposed to be at your sides.
仕方ないです。
Yeah, true, yeah, it can't be helped.
それより熊沢さんをよろしく頼みますね。
More importantly, take care of Kumasawa-san.
何が起こるかわからない。
We don't know what might happen.
いざという時は臨機応変に助けてほしい。
Oh god, that's a mistake. Yeah, if the going gets tough, because he will be killed if he escapes. He will be. Oh god. Obviously George can't know that, but still. Yeah, if the going gets tough, I'd like you to play it by ear and come to the
そして
rescue.
何よりも無事でいてほしい。
Yeah, definitely. And more than anything, I want you to be safe.
ええ、分かっています。
Yes, I understand.
皆さんこそ気をつけてくださいね。
Please be careful, everyone.
今の親方様はまるで人
Yeah,
の命
quite
を
literally, yeah.
チェスの駒のように奪います。
Yeah, please be careful, everyone. Right now, the master is taking human lives like they're pieces on a
気を
chessboard.
つけてください。
Yeah, please look out for yourselves. Gorda stared at the floor, even now unable to believe what had happened as he remembered the atrocity in the dining hall. Oh, yeah, understandable. Yeah, and he hung his head in shame at the failure to fully describe that terror.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
くれぐれも注意してくださいね。
Make sure you stay on your guard.
熊沢さんも。
You too, Kumasawa-san.
ジョージさんたちも くれぐれもご用心なさってくださいね。
And you will please take care as well.
もう私には何が何やらさっぱりわかりませんとも。
Yeah, that's the worst thing. I mean, it's so easy to lose complete rationality in a situation like this.
Yeah. それじゃあ僕たちは行きます。
Yeah. Well, then we'll be
行こ
off.
う、バトラ君、ジェシカちゃん。
Let's go, Bataraku and Jessica-chan.
ほら、マリアちゃんも。
Yeah, come on, you too, Maria-chan.
おー
Yeah. Right, I really wonder what's actually going to happen. Oh my god, yeah, I can understand that, but the only thing is, I mean, it's horrible to do, but you're gonna die if you don't do it, so you kind of have to. You know, looking at the pitiful expressions on the imprisoned pair's faces, it got really hard to close the shutter. Yeah, they're just totally being used, but we can't disobey. True, yes, we're being watched. Exactly, though. Yeah, the shutter was brought down and locked. Then George walked toward the small window on the side of the storehouse. Oh, right, yeah, at that side, there was a small latticed window that could only admit light and ventilation. Jesus, oh my god, I know, yeah, it looked like something from a jail, making the two of them seem even more pitiable. But on the other hand, it would hopefully protect them from Kinzo and his subordinates. Yeah, that is understandable until you realise that they can teleport, and it really doesn't matter. Yeah, it's horrible to think that all human hope is just shattered at the power of magic. He opened the window and called out.
大丈夫ですか？寒くないですか？
God, he is so concerned. I feel so bad for somebody as nice as him to be able to do something as hideous as this, really. Are you okay? You aren't cold, are you? We're okay.
毛布をこんなにいただきましたからね。
Oh, you're so nice. Yeah, you've given us so many blankets after all.
くるまっていればきっと平気ですよ。
Yeah, good. If we wrap ourselves up, we'll just be fine. We'll be just fine.
石油ストーブとかを持ってくればよかったな。
Oh, yeah, I see. A kotatsu. That would have been nice. I wish we could have brought them a kerosene stove or something.
ここじゃ換気できないからね。
Yeah, but it wouldn't have ventilation
辛
here.
いだろうけど、今は仕方がない。
True, yeah, it would probably be tough for them, but there's nothing we can do now.
僕たちは人質を取られている。
Yeah, hostages are being held against us.
逆らえない。
I know, we can't disobey. True. Damn it.
なんとかキレイさんたちを救
God,
出
I
するこ
hope
と
so.
ができれ
I
ば。
really do wonder how they could potentially do it and what this test is going to be. If we manage to save Kiria and the rest somehow.
聞かれてるかもしれないよ。
Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah, that might be. They
ゴー
are.
ダさん、これ
Gorda-san here.
そのシャッターの鍵です。
It's the key to the shutter.
確かに
Indeed.
お預かりします。
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Yeah, good one, yeah. Gorda took the key, showed it to Kumasawa, and placed it in his own pocket. Yeah, there's only one key to the gardening shed's shutter. I know, it's hilarious, the fact that they can't actually go out even though they are literally holding the key. I mean, what more hopeless of a situation could you get? There's only one key to the gardening shed's shutter. That key was being held by the ones locked inside it. If the children had kept it and had it stolen from them by some chance. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That would do nothing but expose the lives of those in the shed to danger. Agreed. And even with the key, the shutter could not be opened. Oh god. God, so that's totally useless. Yeah, Keensor's demands were fulfilled this way. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Yeah, so that it can't be opened with from the inside, so there's no possibility of escape. However, there was now no longer any way to open the shed from the outside. I know, yeah! That's impossible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I do wonder what's going to happen when they actually need to get them back. Maybe they'll probably hand it out through the window. However, there was no longer any way to open the shed from the outside either. This has protected them. Jesus, I know. Yeah. Kinzo had ordered that they be confined, and we could do nothing but trust that this cold, closed room would protect them. Yeah. Jessica watched this while holding Maria's hand, then looked over the thickets in the pitch-black rose garden. Oh, yeah. Agreed. Yeah, somewhere in this darkness, somebody was hiding, watching to see whether we obeyed orders or not. Of course, when we pointed our flashlights out there... yeah, funny that. Yeah, no suspicious silhouettes appeared. Yes. But somebody was surely out there, hiding and watching. I was hit many times. Yeah, understandable, but you can't because you may die if you do. I was hit many times with an urge to scream at them. Yeah, good. Yeah, but I was able to hold that urge back through reason. The four children left the area, repeatedly looking back over their shoulders. The light from the faint light bulb from the gardening storehouse was seeping out slightly. Oh god. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, what the hell is going to happen to them if they're not actually killed? You know, they're just going to be left there with no other means of survival. Apart from, you know, just starving to death. Maybe there are tools in there so they can maybe break out if the worst case happens. But these two are literally depending on, you know, the kids actually surviving for them to actually be let out. It's absurd. To George, who had closed the shutter himself. Oh my god, now I see that, yeah. Yeah, fair. To George, who had closed the shutter himself, the resistance of the lock had made it feel as though he killed him with his own hand. Yeah, that's horrible. Well, I hope that's not a statement that foreshadows stuff. But even so, we can't defy them. Oh my god, I know. What's with this test? Damn geezer, don't screw with us. Damn geezer, don't screw with us. Killing mum, catch her in down for that. Oh god, this is the worst thing. She's going to be tested, but, you know, she's already in some of the worst conditions. And I mean, I don't blame her whatsoever. I really, really don't. It's okay, Jessica on there, Chan. What the fuck? There's nothing to be... What? Her parents have literally died. And, you know, one of them may die. What the fuck do you mean? Soon, the witch will be revived. Soon we'll be able to meet in the Golden Room. Well, you're still going to die. You're still going to be dead. And you're going to be eaten by... weird goats. Oh. Yep, that happens every single time.
不謹慎なことで笑うんじゃねえぜ。
Yeah, don't laugh indiscreetly like that.
何が魔女復活の儀式だ。
Oh, seriously, a resurrection ceremony for a witch.
妄想はじいさまの頭の中だけにしときゃいいものを。
Getting so many people involved.
当然巻き込みやがって。
I like that. Yeah, in Delusions, he should have just kept inside his head. Battler's gonna do well. I will never ever deny that. I feel like it may be a test to deny magic. I don't know. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree whatsoever. I love what he said. I think that's so true. Yeah. He deserves it, but the thing is, he is so powerful that is he going to be able to get it? Yeah, let's return to the guest house. Oh yes, true. Yeah, that really will be bad. It could potentially be a guaranteed death. Yeah, it would be bad if we aren't there when grandfather calls. Urged on by George, everyone began walking towards the guest house. Oh shit. Oh, I do not like this. At that moment, Jessica turned in a circle, facing towards the darkness of the rose garden and oh shit. Hey. Somebody's watching, right? Tell the old man. Oh my god. This is just a death sentence. I mean, obviously she is, you know, I don't blame him. It's such a perfectly natural reaction that you can't control your rage at the fact that, you know, this person for, you know, his delusions, basically. That's what they view it as. You know, them literally resulting in, you know, these family members, these parents of Jessica's and, you know, friends being in danger and, you know, mercilessly killed. Of course she's doing this, but it's just surprising how far she's willing to go. Let's go. What? Yeah, interesting that. Of course, there was no reply and only the howl of the wind and rain. Yeah, I do wonder what's actually going to happen as a result of that. He's probably laughing. The children return to the guest house. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, while fearing what was waiting for them up ahead. This is going to be so interesting. Bit of a sudden transition. Or is that just an error? Yeah. It was after they left. Oh, this is interesting. From the exact point in the darkness that Jessica had yelled at. Angie. Damn it. Could you imagine if that was Angie? That would be hilarious. Yeah, funny that. Yeah, her message has definitely been heard. After they left, from the exact point in the darkness that Jessica had yelled at, 2 rabbit ears sprang up. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. I love that, you know, humans can actually sense magical presences, but at the same time, that could have been a potential coincidence, but at the same time, they can literally sense the presence of magical people as if, you know, they're just spirits and they can't really see them whatsoever, but they can sense the fact that they're there. That is so weird. That really is. They found me out.
45がすっとろいからバレたに。
God. It's because you were too slow. Yeah.
竜王様に怒られる。
Oh god. Oh, that's a bit scary. Yeah, judging by the fact that these are Chiesta sisters, doesn't really give me a good impression. They're probably going to be some sort of violent torture. I mean, what about 556? What happened to her? It's because you're too slow. Pendragon, someone's going to scold you.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。竜王様に言いつけるのは許してください。
Oh god, I'm sorry. Please don't tell Pendragon, someone.
黙れ静かに。
Be quiet.
どうせハッタリだ。
It was obviously just a bluff.
ゴーダと熊沢の監禁は確認した。
Gordon Kumasawa's imprisonment
任
confirmed.
務完了。
Mission complete.
報告に戻るぞ。
Yeah, we'll report back.
イエーイイエーイ。
Why are these people so... I love that these people literally have power over human beings and they have complete control over their lives, yet at the same time they are so fucking immature. Yeah, you see what I mean? Ouch. Do you want us all stuck on nothing but carrots and water because of all collective responsibility? Oh, that's hilarious. So I do wonder what these people actually eat. I mean, yeah, that's not a very nice question. They probably eat people. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like the 7 Sex of Purgatory, they did. Oh, that's hilarious. So, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, where are we now? Oh, we're heading towards the guest house. Right. It's going to be very interesting to see what's actually going to happen here. Oh, yeah, fair, yeah. Right, I'm going to have a break for a bit. Right, okay, I'm back now. And, yeah, so, just done a bit of planning. I'm probably going to read, you know, this, and then we will read the test tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be so interesting to see what's actually going to happen. I really, really am excited. The fact that they were being watched certainly seemed to be true. Oh, are they actually going to see... Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Could be a coincidence though, I don't know. Because when they returned to their cousin's room, they turned the lights on and laid down on their beds. The phone rang again. Earlier, Jessica had been answering the phone, seeing as this was her house. Yeah. She's not in a rational state to answer the phone if she says stuff like that. But now it was the eldest, George, who picked it up. Yeah, because you don't know whether it's going to be from Kraus or not. Ah, this time, Kirie-san was on the other end of the line. Interesting. That is actually really interesting. I do wonder what's going to happen. Maybe Kirie's just calling, saying, if I don't see you again, I love you, or something like that. I don't know. This time, Kirie-san was on the other end of the line. George handed it to Battler out of consideration. Hello. Kirie-san? Is everything alright over there? Thank you for worrying. Oh, thank God, yeah. At the moment, there's always that ounce of doubt. At the moment, we're all doing great here. Bastard. Even though this could be the last time somebody's potentially seeing Battler. Sorry, Kirie, potentially seeing Battler. Sorry, I've been ordered to refrain from idle chatter. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, the fact that they were hostages still hadn't changed. Ginzo, or one of his subordinates, was listening to the conversation. Yes, Warigiria. Must have restrained the urge to talk about other things. Oh my god, I know, it must be so high. Yeah, but I'm focused on what Kiria had to say. Oh, that's interesting that she's going last. Yeah, I feel like the person with... I feel like Battler and Maria have the biggest potential. I think Jessica has the least. George may be on par with Battler because of his rationality. Battler because... Jessica with the least because obviously she's overcome by her emotions and she may lash out, which will cause her to fucking die. Maria because of her magic. Battler because of his denial to magic. George because of his composed nature. Don't know though. I really don't know. It's impossible to tell. God. Quite literally be summoned? I wonder. You'll each be summoned in turn, so until then, do not leave the... That is interesting. When someone's called out, they'll head to their designated location alone. Yeah, Battle repeated it out loud so that the cousins listening in around him could hear. Yeah, good one, yeah.
ジェシカ、兄貴、俺、マイヤの順で呼び出しがあるまで部屋にいろ。だな。
Yeah. So it would be Jessica, Nikki, me, and Maria, and in that order. And we've got to stay in the room until we're called, right?
わかった。
Got it.
マリアもなのかや。
Oh my god, I know, it's so absurdly cruel, but the thing is, this is the thing about Ginzo, he doesn't give a damn about the cruelty, he doesn't give a damn about any human rights. You know, it's absurd that this person is 9 and yet she could inherit the headship for a family that is this rich. It's absurd. Maria too.
9歳の子にまで。
Oh my god,
ク
I
ソ
know.
ジジイは何を強いる気なんだ。
Yeah, I know.
しかし
Even that 9-year-old girl, what's the damn geezer trying to force to do that bastard? I know. Yeah. Agreed, yeah. Yeah, and it quite literally does. That's a statement that isn't even hyperbolical. The fate of the Ushinomiya family rests in all of your hands. Yeah, do your best. Nice one. Yeah. Sure. Oh, Battle noticed a strange nuance in Kiria's voice. It's properly fearful, I'd assume. Even without any blood connection, he could still understand thanks to the long-lasting bond they shared. Yeah. At this point, it doesn't make sense to worry about the Ushinomiya family except, yeah, because that's complete shit. And the headship. Yeah, that probably wasn't the message Kiria wasn't the message Kiria wanted to send. Oh my god, I know, yeah, she probably meant there's no way for us to escape from this dungeon, and we can only wait to be rescued. Yeah, our lives are in your hands. Something like that.
ああ、任せてくれ。
Yeah, leave it to me.
どんなテストか知らねえが上等だぜ。
Yeah, we don't know what kind of test it is, but no problem.
受けて立ってやら。
I'll take it gladly.
本気のテストなんだよな。
It's going to be a serious test, right?
マジにやっちまって。
Should we really?
いいんだよな。
Go all out? Yes. Yes. Yeah, and everyone's life depends on it as well. Yeah, grandfather does truly intend to test you all. By the way, when's Beatrice going to appear, I wonder? I mean, obviously the resurrection ceremony will be done soon, but still. I wonder what's going to happen when she has actually appeared. I love that even in these fragments, Battler can still maintain his confidence. It's useless. It's all useless. Oh my god, I love that. Some old fart on death's door is going to give me a serious challenge. Let him spout nonsense after he gets in the coffin. Yeah, fair enough. He isn't though. I know he's there, so tell him this for me. Bit too confident. I'll be your successor. I mean, that is understandable, but it's kind of scary to think, will he actually do that? If he does do that, then yeah, I think he's failed the test, let's be honest here. Or maybe that could be part of the test to show the resolve. That's what it is. So maybe it could actually be that, like crushing your enemies, going past your limits. That could actually be something that Keenzel would want, because, you know, he wants results. He doesn't care how they're gotten, and obviously if they completely defy human moral, he doesn't give a fuck, as long as he gets results. So maybe, that could in theory work. I don't know though, I don't think it would. Even without Gideon having to repeat it. Battler's powerful declaration of war reached Keenzel's ears. Oh my god, he is dead. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
バトラー、それは実に楽しみであるぞ。
Yeah, Butler, I'm truly looking forward to that.
一度は後ろ宮の名を捨てた男が何を身につけ。
God, you bastard. Yeah, I can't wait to see just what a man who once threw the Ushinomiya name has attained.
何の境地に至って我が前に現れるというのか、楽しみにしている。
Just what lot in life he's reached when he appears before me.
そう伝えよ。
Tell him. God. Oh god, that's even worse because Kiria's gonna have to repeat that. Oh, that's poisonous. Unfortunately, Kinzo's voice was not picked up by the receiver. Yeah, therefore Kiria spoke for him.
大いに上等だそうよ。
Yeah, it sounds like he's more than up for the
いい
challenge.
バトラ君。
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Got that,
手加
Butler?
減は不要よ。
There's no need to hold back.
あ
Yeah,
なたはルドルフさんの息子。
you are Rudolph's son.
いいえ、私の息子よ。
No, you are my son.
誰に自慢しても恥ずかしくないところを
Oh, I
私にも
love
見せ
that.
てちょうだい。
Show me something I can brag about to
あな
anyone.
たに全てを
Fair
託すわ。
enough, yeah. Yeah, leave it. Oh, you badass. You're gonna... Oh, he's gonna do so well, I'm assuming. I hope so, at least. If he doesn't, then shit. I leave everything in your hands.
了解だぜ、母ちゃん。
Understood, Mom.
あとは任せておけ。
Leave the rest to me.
私たち全員は当主跡継ぎの
Yeah,
資格を
definitely,
失
yeah.
っている。
All of us here have lost the right to inherit the position of
もう
successor.
私たちは取られてゲーム版から外された駒も同然よ。
Fair, actually, yeah. Yeah, now we're just the same as pieces taken off the game board looking on from the
だからあ
outside.
なたたちだけで戦って。
So you'll have to fight by yourself. Fair, yeah.
キリエさん。
Kiria-san. Those nuanced words of those meant they're power. Yeah, we've already given up. Oh my god, I know, that's the most horrible thing. Yeah. Understandable. It's completely hopeless. Yeah, good one. Yeah, secure any chance you have of potentially making it so that your family is revived, really. Yeah, but for that very reason, I won't give up. Yeah, I'll definitely cross this test or whatever and save everyone. God, I wonder if he's going to be able to do so.
一番最初のジェシカちゃんへのテストの指示よ。
In that case, here are his instructions for the first test. Jessica-chan.
自分の部屋へ行けです。
Go to your room.
分の部屋。
Really, go to your room. What's your game, you damn geezer?
お屋敷のジェシカちゃんの自室って意味のよね。
Oh, fuck. God, that really is isolated. God, she's going to have to do a massive walk of shame. It seems he means Jessica-chan's personal room, the one in the mansion.
ジェシカに代わる。
God, of course the weakest one is playing first. That's the worst. I'll hand it over to Jessica.
伝えてやってくれ。
Tell her directly for me.
ジェシカ。
God, that's so horrible. I mean, isn't it just so obscene that, you know, the barbaric nature of the situation means that, you know, these people are basically going to their deaths, potentially. They may be cheated on false hopes. And, you know, they're just constantly being tested. They've got to prove themselves even in the most horrible situations, because if they don't, then everyone around them is going to die. It's just so unbelievably inhumane. That's the thing about Umineko, it really, really is. If our Beatrice, that's a great example of that. Hello. Yes, I understand. God, poor girl. God, I hope she does well. Oh, yeah.
私からか。
God, yeah, starting with me, huh?
もう覚悟決めたぜ。
Well, I've been ready.
行ってくるぜ。
Yeah, that's good that she's ready. Oh, thank you. Right, yeah, I do find it really interesting with Jessica. I mean, she's just, even though she has been totally enraged and totally willing to, you know, take out every single piece of her anger on getting revenge for, you know, the death of one parent and, you know, imprisonment of another by killing. But at the same time, the suppressing of that emotion, I think it's actually led to something good, because that's fired her up for this. Starting with me, huh? Well, I'm ready. See you later. Oh my god, yeah, even Jessica was probably tempted to succumb to the fear of a girl her age. Yeah, good for her, yeah, but she crushed those feelings and strengthened her resolve. Yeah.
Yoji.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Be on your absolute best guard. I do wonder who's actually going to win it. Maybe the people we least expect are going to win it, i.e. Jessica. Who knows? God, what's going to happen to her if she loses? That's what I'm really scared about. Be careful, okay?
私たちは監視されてんだろ
Yeah, we're probably being watched, right?
余計なこともできない
Fair, yeah, we can't do anything we aren't
言
told.
いなりになるしかないさ
Oh no, that's the worst thing. They're infinitely more powerful than you, so you have to.
食堂でジジイは何のためらいもなく
Exactly, yeah.
瞬く間に
Merciless.
6人を殺したという
They said that old geezer killed those 6 in the dining hall instantly with no
そ
hesitation.
れは俺たちに対しても同じかも
Brilliant.
な
Yeah, so if we try to fight back, we might end up the same way.
分かってる
I know.
返り討ちにしてやるぜ
Yeah, she's very confident now. And I hope, I am rooting for every single one of these people. But at the same time, will she really be able to? That's the question we've got to ask. I'll beat them at their own game.
無茶はダメだよ
Yes, don't do anything
危
reckless.
険だと思ったら自分を最優先にして
Yes, good. Yeah, if you think you're in danger, any danger, your own safety comes first.
クラウスおじさんが自分のため
Oh
に
god.
娘が犠牲になったことを知ったら
Yeah, you cannot die. That is the last option. If Uncle Kraus finds that his daughter sacrificed herself for him.
胸が張り裂けてしまうに違いないか
Oh
ら
yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt that it would tear his heart apart. True.
逆も同じだぜ
Ah, yeah, fair. It goes the other way too.
父さんと母さんが殺されて私だけが生き残ったら
God, I know. Yeah, if Mum and Dad are both killed, I'm the only one left.
私の胸だって張り裂けるぜ
Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah, my heart will rip itself to pieces. Yeah.
バトラ君
Batara-kun.
さっきの話は本当だよね
What you said earlier is true, right?
ああ
Oh god, so he's probably going after
キリエさん
Jessica.
たちはもう
He is.
覚悟を決めている
Oh, yeah. Fair. Yeah, Kiria-san and the others are already prepared for what will happen.
ならなおのこと上等だぜ
Yeah, then the way things are now is just perfect.
みんなの命は私たちの双剣にかかってるってことだ
Oh my god, I know. Everyone's life rests on our shoulders.
人質みんなは囚われの身で何もできない
The hostages can't do anything while they're locked
な
up.
ら私たちが何とかするしかねえんだぜ
True, yeah, that means we'll have to manage something ourselves.
もし何かあったらゲストハウスに逃げ戻って
That's interesting. But you might be killed if you do that. If something happens, runs back to the guest house.
その時点で僕たちがおじい様のゲームに付き合うのは
Yeah, fair,
終了
yeah.
だ
At that time, we'll be done playing along with Grandfather's game. Well, they need to unlock the, barricade first.
兄貴
Aniki.
その時点で僕たちは宣戦布告
At that time, we'll declare war.
どこかに閉じ込められている彼らを救い出し
That
おじい
is
様には
interesting.
叱るべき処遇を与える
Wherever they're locked up, we'll save them and we'll deal with Grandfather accordingly. Feel like that could
いい
be
のか兄貴
famous last words. Are you sure, Aniki?
シャノンちゃんもいるんだろ
Yeah, Shannon Charles there. Yep. Yeah.
「だからといって僕は座して
Oh,
婚約者が
yeah,
殺されるの
fair,
を
yeah.
待ちはしないよ
That's why I'm saying it. I'm not sitting around and waiting for my fiancé to be killed.
僕が恐ろしいのはおじい様にシャノンが殺されるかもしれないことに
What scars me is not that Shauna might be killed by grandfather.
僕の婚約者に恐怖を味わわせたクソじじいよ。君らが僕より先にぶん殴っちまうことだけさ。
I'm just worried you guys will get there first and clobber the damn geezer who made my fiancé experience terror before I do.
なるほどな。
I see.
確かにこいつは次期当主が誰かを決めるってテストらしいぜ。
Yeah, this really does sound like a test to see who will be the successor.
だな。
Yep.
クソじじいの顔面に一番最初に拳をお見舞いしたやつが
Yeah, the first.
通したぜ。
The first one to bury a fist in that old face will be the next head. Yeah, good for them. Oh my god, yeah. God, I hope it goes well. George Battler and Jessica each forcefully nodded their heads. Yeah, stay hopeful. Yeah, put their fists together. Then Jessica headed off to her own room as designated. Isn't it funny that going to your own room leads to this much potential terror? Like, this could be me right now. I'm in my own room and I'm being tested like that. Well, obviously not. That's hilarious. So he's actually scared that, you know, Jessica and, you know, Battler, they're going to be able to actually punch Kinzo in the face and just totally, you know, totally overthrow the person who has actually completely made his life horrible before he can. I love that. Very uncharacteristic, you know, daring nature from George. I've never really seen that before. Her form. Yeah, her form disappeared into the darkness of the rose garden, waving in the strong winds. God, yeah, that must be so scary. Isn't it just so horrible to think that this could potentially be the last time they're going to see her? That's the worst thing. Watching her go, George and Battler grip their fists even tighter, making them quiver. Fair, yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I do wonder what's going to happen with Maria. Left on the second floor, Maria watched Jessica's back through the window. Yeah, interesting that. I do wonder how Maria's feeling with all of this. Well, probably devoid from any sort of feelings of stress because of the fact that she, you know, is quite literally a witch. Left on the second floor, Maria watched Jessica's back through the window. She wore a blank expression. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god, so her really naive self doesn't actually understand everything whatsoever. Oh my god, that's horrible. I wonder what everyone's getting so upset about. Yeah, but that's the horrible thing, because obviously nobody else has the realistic, you know, false hope that, you know, Beatrice is actually going to revive them. Beatrice is full of complete shit, but she doesn't realise it whatsoever. Everyone else does. Yeah, and this is where her being happy really, really is vulnerable to her. Well, they're still gonna die. Yeah, that's absurd. Yeah, Jessica's form was already being completely swallowed up by the darkness. At that time, the phone began to ring. Oh, shit. Oh, that is interesting. At that time, the phone began to ring again. Battler and George heard it and came clamouring back, but Maria picked up the receiver right away. Hello. Is that Maria-sama? It's me, Shannon. Oh, yeah, would you please hand the phone to George-sama? Yeah, this time it was Shannon on the phone. And this time, the message was to tell the next person, George, where he was to go. Oh my god! Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, so this totally sets up the events of tomorrow. Oh my god, that's going to be really quite something. I say tomorrow, I mean today. But I could potentially be playing until after midnight. Let's be honest, I'm going to be playing for a long time tomorrow, so it is likely. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. I do wonder what's actually going to happen, and obviously how it will begin, how it will end. Ooh, interesting sound effect. Not a song we've heard before. Oh my god, yeah, just a little inference from this line. The fact that she's in a mansion since birth, and yet now she is just experiencing how ridiculously creepy it can be, and, you know, being potentially murdered. And having your life risked in the place that you could potentially be born in, I mean, that you were born in even. You know, potentially being able to die, it's horrible. Why doesn't it say that anybody is dead here? Like, for example, who is actually dead? You? You? Lemon, you? You deserve to be dead, can't lie. You're dead. You know. You're dead. Who else is dead? You're dead. Yeah, that's the 6, I think. Well, that is going to be very interesting. As always, the only thing I can say is I hope we hear Dream End Discharger tomorrow. Oh, I want to hear that soundtrack so badly. Very, very interesting read today. I love the stuff about the mystery with Angie, and I do find it really interesting that, you know, the fact that Beatrice is so powerful means that something that she would find as mere entertainment, and I think all of this is just entertainment. I don't really understand anything about the money and who she actually got to, you know, put the money in the vaults. Yeah, that is a good question. Who did she get to put it in, to put the money in the vaults? Who did she ask? Very interesting to see. Even though she was so much of a more powerful being, it was just a prank done with uncertainty that would make it so that, you know, she'd be really entertained. And oh, I do find it really interesting. It doesn't fully add up, though. I don't really understand why the why the numbers that were written on the door that Wadagiria used magic to protect Beatrice with were, you know, exactly the same numbers. Maybe it could potentially be some sort of magical code that has then been, you know, changed into a safe number. And maybe, because of the fact that it was a week long, that time period was actually used to get the safe intact. Ow. Sorry, hang on a second. I'm really hurting. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, God, ow. Okay, I'm back. Back from the grave. Right, oh, shit. Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm going to have to just end this now. Okay, right, I'm back now, but, yeah. What I was basically just going to say is that, I'm obviously really interested into what's going to happen regarding the test tomorrow. God, it sounds like I'm getting fucking school. No school for me. That is the joy you feel when you finish exams. But, yeah, anyway, it's going to be very interesting just to see in general what's going to happen, and I'm really quite excited just to see everything regarding, oh my god, how their reactions are, and also just in general, what happens, what are the tests actually going to be on? Are they going to be impossible tests? Because let's be honest, Kinzo really is powerful. He's the level of power Beatrice has. I mean, it just gives me the impression that, you know, he wants to test to see these people's results. He is not going to give them easy tests. No way. And, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they actually perform and what's going to happen, and in general. And also, I really want to know what the ending of the story with Angie is going to be like. I really wonder. Because, let's be honest, I think from what she's seen that's magic related, it's fate, eh? Does that mean death? I don't know. It's very hard to tell. But, yeah, I'm going to go now. Hope you guys enjoyed. So, yeah, see you tomorrow.